I'm ready. When you're ready to get this fucking party started. Jason, did you ever find food?
Somewhat.
Not just peanuts? Or Reese's? Boop. She just booped us, everyone.
You.
Boop.
So someone decided to assault their mother this evening, so...
Why would you do that, Chad?
I
Oh,
know.
nice. This might be wine. Or coffee. Wine or coffee, one of the two.
Neither.
Neither. Whiskey.
Oh,
Tequila.
I went with the Irish cream.
Irish cream. Mixed with coffee. That's the way to go.
It does make good coffee.
It does.
It does.
So, the hitting of the mother, how do you feel about that, Chad? Do you feel like Amy should probably stay in the basement for a week? As punishment?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, he
you know.
suggested I stay down here for a week.
Yep.
Lost my phone.
Yeah, so, that was exciting. Daddy got to stay with her through the protests. All the phases of grief until
Yeah.
she finally gave in and fell asleep in my
all,
lap. which was
all 9 phases or whatever?
pretty much.
Wow.
Just about sounded like it.
There was definitely the bargaining, the whining, the bargaining, the anger. We were pretty much there.
So I'm interested, since you brought it up, what does a 2.5-year-old bring up for bargaining? What's in her chips?
Oh, it's usually just, but I want her.
Oh, okay. My emotions are on the
She
table.
puts on her please face.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. puppy dog eyes.
I'll be happier if you do what I want.
Yeah. Without saying as much, that's it.
Excellent.
Which
I'm no child care expert, but I've heard locking them in a cupboard helps.
Oh.
Beating them,
Hey,
putting
we
them
don't
outside
have
in the
to cover
elements.
the stairs to help her develop into a wizard. So
She
we're just having to
actually-
go old school.
Wizard.
She shuts herself in the pantry.
She does.
I still
lost
do
her
that
this
too.
morning. I legit lost her this morning and was like, "Where's my Zoe?" And she starts giggling. I'm like, "God damn it!" She's
I think there must be a genetic marker for that, because I still do that, and I'm 32 or 31 now, or however old I am.
2020 didn't
Yeah.
count. We're all
I'm
our age minus one.
Oh.
I'm still 33.
Yeah, that's right. We just never age after that. So.
Nope.
Cool.
It'll be an interesting project.
Yeah, right. 2020 makes nobody age anymore. Hey, I like it.
I mean, that's good and bad. I mean,
Right.
It's good and bad.
If we didn't have enough problems.
Oh, God.
I can hear myself, and I think 1, 2. Yeah, it's from you guys.
It's us.
yeah.
Yeah. I see that.
Oh, you know what? Because she doesn't have it.
Oh, I turned it on. I swear to God.
Well, and it when you did it, for some reason, it's not sending it over.
Oh, it's
Oh.
not sending it to the bar. It's coming
Okay.
out of.
Yeah, it's not bad, but it's just
Yeah, but
enough
it's
to-
enough to.
It speech jams me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I totally understand, and it's annoying. AF.
I am so susceptible to that, and I don't know why. I guess everybody is, but like I can't even like. A lot of people hear like when they're talking on their mic, they have it go into their headset too. I can't even do that. Yeah.
Nope, I can't do that.
Oof.
Huh.
There it goes.
Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, that's weird.
It's both now,
The
isn't it?
Discord's coming out of there, but the system's coming out of there. Weird.
We like to test sound. We like to test sound. Na 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 na.
I don't understand those crazy people that listen to themselves in mics.
Ah,
Like if you're on broadcast and millions of people are hearing you, maybe, I guess. I don't know. But
But
that's what a producer's for, so
how do they do it though? Because almost everyone does it, and even like I feel like the smallest amount of milliseconds in between when I'm talking and what I'm hearing just completely speech
I actually
jams
don't
me.
know anyone who does it. Do you know people that do it personally?
Most Twitch
I know no
streamers
one
do
that
it.
does it.
Most Twitch
Really?
streamers do it, yes, because they listen to themselves and they immediately know when something's fucked up when they're talking.
I thought they just kept like Voice Meter or their app on like one of their 18 monitors and just looked at the levels. That sounds awful to listen to yourself all day.
That may be the case, but from what I understand, a lot of them do. And all my programs also, like, you know, their default hear myself. You know what I mean? Like default, it's all routed to the same thing.
We're gonna disconnect and reconnect.
I'm gonna disconnect Discord.
Okay.
All right. See you guys in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Bye. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, I didn't know that people did that, honestly.
It's fucking
that
crazy.
widespread.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're singing, I get you want, like, I can understand that for pitch correction. Like singers will put themselves in the mix.
You would have to do that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's really common. But
So you just have to have a good setup to not have any.
it's still
I
gonna
don't
be you get
know.
used to it. Like,
Okay.
the few times that I played live places and I could actually have a mix,
Yeah.
it was I always like to take the vocalist out of the mix. I didn't want to listen to him because our vocalists suck dick.
Yeah, like, so I put myself into my headphones just now and I can barely talk. It's so weird.
Oh, I hate it too, man. I can't do it. No.
And I sound really loud on my end. So hopefully I don't sound that loud on your end.
No, you're normal.
Okay.
For me, at least.
Yeah.
I have you guys pretty much dialed in.
Doop, doop. And I don't try not to touch anything because I know how much pain that is. No touching. Speaking of no touching, I went outside this weekend, did all my yard work, like fix the fucking ditch, like all the stuff, HOA required stuff for the year. And then I was like, all right, time to plant my garden. So I dug up some bunch of grass and I started a new flower garden, laid down all my seeds, put stuff on top of it, and then the rains came. And I went out back and I could see like hundreds of little seedlings all washed into my yard from my new garden.
Oh no, dude.
Sucks.
That blows so much.
Yeah, it's okay though. I'll go at it again, you know, once all this rain's done, I guess. But I'll probably have flowers sprouting all in my yard.
I actually put down some black paper to help try to kill the grass on our side yard.
I mean, yeah, you can do that. I mean, you can spray it too. It's not, if you spray grass killer down, it will only work against the grass that's down. It doesn't permeate the soil. So you just pull up the grass.
Yeah, I know. It was just one of those, like, I wanted to get it down.
It'll work, but it'll take a little bit. They're pretty hardy.
Yeah. Well, because I'll put like stuff over it. Now I'm hearing myself.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
Say something.
Hello. Okay, yeah. I don't hear it now.
Try now.
Weird. Nope, still weird. No, it doesn't. It's not. It's not echoey now. I don't know why.
You are in the ether.
Either. Yeah. Do you want to start the video or?
Oh, that sucks. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize it hadn't auto turned it back on.
Yeah.
So apparently if I redirect notifications from another Discord to my own personal Discord server thing, it doesn't... There's a couple minute delay.
Interesting.
So I missed the stock notification for the things, the VidG cards.
You would have been fucked anyways, man.
Yeah.
You know what?
You would have been fucked anyways.
I mean, you're probably right, but still.
Did you sign up for the distribution lists from the whatever you wanted directly?
I've been on the now in stock ones for ages.
The direct from distributor. like their queue? Did you join their queues?
I joined the EVGA queues and I never
There you go.
hasn't bopped around or something.
Okay.
But there's another one that's ATR or something that Trip knows of that was quicker than
Yeah,
Alan Stock one. That was what I had been on for a little while now. Anyways, sorry.
No, it's cool. Damn, 38ers are going for 1,900 right now. What the fuck? You just buy a 3090 for cheaper than that.
3090 is like almost $3,000.
Oh, it went up.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
wow.
It is
$2,600
right now.
Yeah, 26. Sorry, 20. I exaggerated a bit, but
well, I mean that's the founders edition. The rest, you're right. It's over 3K. So.
Yep. It's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah. Like I said, pants on head.
Pants on the head. Wear them till you're dead. Who's our note taker for this? Oh, I can still hear myself. Damn it. 1, 2, 3.
Seriously?
Hang on. Hey, don't talk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, but I don't know where. Oh, it's coming from Mike. See, he lights up.
Oh, he does.
How can you hear? How? I don't know. I don't hear you twice. I don't know how you're hearing yourself, and my mic levels aren't triggering, so I don't know why. This is the problem I have with Discord. Like it lights up, but in Windows and in NVIDIA, my levels aren't moving. Like, hold on, I'll stop talking.
Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's not lighting up at all now, and I don't hear an echo. So whatever you did fixes it.
I didn't do anything. I'm just watching my mic levels.
Maybe you just have to observe it. So just keep your eye on your.
Ping once while you were doing your 10 count, Zach, but it was like one time at 7.
Yeah, we're good.
I saw ours.
It's fine. It's all good. Cool. Yeah. So Harris, Chad, our note taker, would you like to kick us off tonight?
Yeah. Let me first hit the button and turn on Soundscape.
Sure.
Soundscape. Another thing. Sirenscape. The soundscape.
Yes, the soundscape in Sirenscape.
There you go.
Yes. So.
Yes.
We oh, he's okay, buddy. Let's see here. We went to the biochemist condo. We were getting in the car and getting our gear situated, and discovered that through some seemingly non-physical or some such nonsense means the tape was gone. Yes.
Everything's unnatural.
But I don't know that, and neither does Philip, so...
True.
No sign of forced entry. The tape is missing, and none of our other evidently valuable and or dangerous items, just the tape. We went to the condo, got buzzed up via Pizza Neighbor, picked the lock. Pizza Neighbor, when we came upstairs, popped out and was like, "Yo, you the ones that buzzed in?" Somehow seeing us down the hall in the stairwell, and eventually coerced him to mind his own business, and made our way in to the utterly disgusting, thrashed condo of the biochemist. No one there, no signs of life other than fungal life. All sources of batteries and heavy metals gone. Heavy fungal scent coming out of the bathroom, which was quite disgusting. It was
too many craft beers.
Burnt away by our hazmat suited.
Hello.
There was a writings and ravings found upon a sketch pad Loads of nonsense. Talked about finding star people, finding the tape, agents, and needing to find the song of the star people. We got our info back on the oh so mysterious Benthic company, subsidy of Benthic Enterprises, owned by Kaiso or something like that.
Yep.
In Delaware, which was owned by a consortium of international investment companies, which was then in and of itself owned by one March Technologies Incorporated or something like that. Which I guess we found or intuited to be sort of tied to ye old military-industrial complex, ultimately determining or guessing or hoping that unless they have concocted this thing in and of themselves and are, weaponizing or some such nonsense with it, they are most likely not directly involved. Shady, perhaps, but not in an unnatural way. We did find a photo in the apartment, condo, whatever, of our biochemist friend. Sorry, I didn't have that written down. So we went there to check out the pit. The drone was lost in the process, but in its final moments,
I know.
discovered
Batteries.
Oh,
mhm.
sorry.
Oh yeah, I forgot you found that.
Final moments, discovered something sketchy and yellow and glowing. I think under the water.
Under the murky, was it murky water?
Yeah, in a sense, it's just so
Yeah.
fucking inundated with the bad
The green
heavy
water.
metals, and yeah, you can see yay far.
Yeah. Yay.
Did we break the Chad bot?
He's taking more notes.
Oh no, he's taking more notes. That was
That's
2
over with.
weeks-
That's done.
that was
Too late
2
now.
weeks
Can't take
ago.
any more notes.
That was 2 weeks ago. Put the pen down.
He's remembering the deets.
That's funny. That's funny. And then
So, we I don't recall if it was after, maybe it was after leaving the pit or while we were there or some such nonsense. Called our old friend, the potentially now suspicious Deputy Hayes, who fortunately confirmed that they know of no new sick people. They were investigating what occurred with old James?
Yep. The corner.
Yeah.
Deputy James, right?
I think so.
It's pages away.
Or Jacobs.
It's
Jacobs.
Deputy Jacobs, the OG. Yeah.
The OG.
The OG
Yeah.
dead body. Yes.
Whose wife something unfortunate and terrible happened. They're investigating that. They
Very unfortunate.
informed us of the missing coroner who hadn't reported to work for a couple days, and the mysterious quarantine sign that that was at the coroner's office. So I told him that I would talk to my people and and I give him a call back. We were headed back to the coroner's house and discussing what in the ever-loving fuck to be done with this, these mysterious, well, not mysterious, these inquisitive locals and the seemingly unredeemable, unsavable, unsavable coroner, Brian, something or other, I think.
Yep, his last name Brian Corner, because I don't have
Brian
it in front
Corner,
of me.
yeah.
Brian Corner.
Sir Brian Corner of the Corner
Sir
family,
Brian.
Latin for coronet.
He's third generation Corner.
Yeah. Father's father.
Mhm.
Seventh son of a seventh
That's
corner
it.
or something. And there we ended the session.
Mm-hmm.
There was some discussion over the intervening 2 weeks as was requested for our homeworks.
Homework.
So I don't know if
We did homework.
Homework.
Like the next
Some
day.
of us did.
Yeah, some of us.
Yeah.
What
I mean,
does
we
that
talked
mean?
offline.
Well, he means the fact that he
I-
never responded.
I know.
Oh,
In any way.
Jason, how unlike you.
I know.
If
So-
he had input, he would give it.
Just so you
So
guys
that-
know,
that
he
said-
responds to me, which is all that matters. So,
yes.
Right. So that said, Jason, I will open the floor for yourself to add anything to what we've discussed before we I guess proceed, sir.
Go ahead, Zach.
Is there? Do what?
I ain't.
Go ahead, Zach.
Just you good? You good with what they got?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know what they have, so that's
Me either.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's up to you guys. If you want to do like here's what we plan to do thing, you could do it for Jason's sake or not. It's up to you guys.
Well,
I have an idea of what they want to do. Wasn't all nailed down completely, but yeah.
Well,
A
it was
generalized idea.
it was as nailed down as I felt making it as without being fully dictatorial there.
Yeah, because
So-
we also have variables that are going to come into this that we don't know.
Of
somewhat.
course, yeah.
So I guess Zach, I will say that is the recap.
Sounds good.
Would you prefer to launch into whatever you need to do, or do you want us to present plan and then go from there?
Yep, present plan, go from there. I didn't prepare anything because I figured that our planning and stuff would take a chunk of it, so I was like, I won't do anything like that. So, yeah.
So the high-level synopsis is that we're going to take the coroner to the office, do what needs to be done. I will presumably swiftly here, after discussing matters with David, as much as he will then discuss them, perhaps in character, he will do so a little more, and provide our story, and hopefully, assuming that we're not all arrested by the feds, or the locals, we will hopefully attempt some infiltration at Military Industrial Complex Incorporated, or Nolan will, with potential technological support,
Sweet.
and hopes, prayers, and crossed fingers from the rest of the team, from not far away, hopefully. I don't know, we'll figure that out. And there are some general notes about individuals we have interacted with, and so basically, that's the high-level plan.
Sounds good.
Followed by, presumably, if nothing stands out at Biotech Incorporated or no other occurrences occur to change the plan. We will ride on to see if we can go to the tower and perhaps find the Plague Lord
The Plague Lord.
in route.
Ah, yeah.
Biochem Bro, whose name is escaping me at the moment. McCaslin? Yeah, that's his name. So, that said, all right, David, I think our best bet is to call the deputy, inform him that I was not with you and your assistant, but you had determined that this was a highly infectious, classified, dangerous disease. We were assaulted by and had to kill, or the coroner had already passed, looking for input on what seems more feasible there with the coroner. And so I need some medical chemical mumbo jumbo to hopefully scare them into not getting too involved. That was intended to be in character.
Yeah.
Okay, just clarifying.
He's turning on the engines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've been
Fine.
Gotta warm up, gotta warm up.
I wanted to make sure he was on board.
Gotta warm
they've
up.
been off all day with work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can try to find something that's would be similar to. Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if we just throw classified around and hope that it's a, not my.
I mean, he knows you're FBI, right?
He knows I'm FBI. He knows he's CDC,
Yeah.
and the rest of you are FBI adjacent in some way to
So,
him.
Actually, he doesn't
if
even know
something's
about me. He's
classified
never
above
met
his
me.
head, he should just listen to it. Like, he should just do it.
You said what, David?
He doesn't know about me. He's never met me. Only one he's talked to is you.
Well, he's talked to the. I thought you were there with me the first time we talked to him. Were you not? Because she
Nope.
was with Nolan, and you came with me, right?
It was the opposite. She was
The
with-
last time it was the.
Hmm.
Or I believe I talked to him once with her and once with David,
I think so too.
as I recall.
I
think.
don't think I've ever been to the police station.
Maybe not.
Was it me and Nolan once?
I think
and
it was
you and Remy?
Nolan. I think it was you and Nolan.
Okay.
Yeah, because when you've been there, I've been at the coroner's office.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Okay.
Nolan. That was the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, we sent you with her, and then that next, or
Yep.
either way.
Yep.
Okay, you're right. Well, I'm sure at some point I mentioned that was part of my team. That sounds like a thing I would say.
Yeah, I mean, there's a quarantine sign on the door now, so somebody had to do it with.
Right. I don't know if I explicitly mentioned that I had a CDC.
Well, isn't the
Advisor.
CDC here somewhere anyway, dealing with the heavy metal stuff, or
Yep.
is it just?
EPA.
It's EPA. It's not CDC. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. EPA, and there's the local.
there's nobody here from the CDC
No.
other than David. Okay.
So I don't know if it's a
So you're trying to avoid.
right.
Yep.
I don't know if we just play this is really dangerous, and it's a classified something.
Say it's like the plague.
It's an unidentified virus that causes people to crave heavy metals.
We could stay
Blunt.
pretty honest with it.
Blunt.
It may. Hopefully, it doesn't escalate from there. But
Yeah, because he could call anybody and be like, "Hey, look, they found this thing," and
I feel like no matter what we tell him, it needs to be a classified, like, I'm going to get in trouble for even telling you this much, but it's highly infectious and you don't want anything to do with it.
If I tell you, I will have to kill you.
I mean, we're only going to
Little
be here for like 24, 48 more hours tops.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
Right. I'm just hoping that it doesn't turn into a shit fit behind us.
Yeah,
Especially if we do have
the
to come
whole-
back.
That's a problem for tomorrow.
the whole
You're not wrong.
goal is to not fucking blow this wide open with like everybody
Right. It's
knowing
fine.
and pulling more people in. So
Yeah.
saying it's a fucking badass new virus that nobody's ever heard of and it's classified. If you say classified to him, he can say to the next person, yeah, there's a classified motherfucking virus right here. You know, he doesn't have to give any details in there. You know what I mean? And it's just gonna go.
Well, that's why
Yeah.
I'm thinking something that's already been like
Yep.
identified, like the plague or smallpox or something like that. That's really contagious, really bad.
Niche,
that-
existing, not unnatural, not questionable, a thing.
Measles sounds
That's
good.
right. And that's
Smallpox,
That's
I love
fair.
it.
Yeah.
That's fair. Zach, it's been a while since I have directly interacted with Deputy Hayes beyond
The phone
just sort of
call?
that first conversation was the first time we really had more than just a hey, how's it going? Okay, cool, thanks, bye. Personality wise, would I have read him as like leave me alone and let me do my thing? You know, I kind of got that sort of feeling from the way you've portrayed him. Does that seem like I've got a pretty good human. Like would that be, what kind of read would I get on him?
like he said, leave me alone and let me do my own kind of thing. Let me read his
Well,
bio
just-
here.
Not my circus, not my elephants, not my monkeys, kind of guy. Like, I don't want to be involved. I'm just here to do my job and move on.
You seem
kind of guy.
Well, you know what? We're gonna have to do a retroactive human roll, but I would ask that you do these during interactions with them next time. But give me a human roll.
I mean, I'm not if you really like, I'm not asking for like a lot of details. I'm just trying to recall, since it's been 2 months, just sort of personality, not like, I'm not expecting you to give me a psychological breakdown on him. That's the best I recall, is that
I mean,
if
he
you would roll a roll.
seemed like a guy that just kind of rolled with the punches.
yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. That's how I recalled it. I wanted to make sure that was accurate.
Yeah, so I say we say it's the plague.
Well,
That's what the
I think
coin
Rumi has a
flip
good
said,
point, David.
so.
Maybe we should keep it scary but not unknown. Does that
Right. Like the plague is a thing. Like it happens. It's rare, but it's still around. And if, he got it from a random person that he tried to pick up off the side of the road, and it continued from, rando dude, I can't remember his name, rando dude to Jacobs to the coroner, like that's a chain of events, just like it is. It's just the plague can happen that way.
And the best part is it's not instantly deadly. It's very contagious and you get sick, but it's very treatable. So no one's going to panic and go evacuate their family because they're going to die.
Right.
As long as you stay away, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, 2021
Right.
treats that shit.
Yeah, and they didn't know,
So-
he wouldn't have known before he got too sick. So
However,
and he was alone.
However-
maybe, at home.
we're bundling this from that to the coroner is now dead because of it.
Well, we found him at home. He got sick. He was alone.
He had a heart attack. Who knows?
Yeah.
David
don't
could
know.
say he wants to do an autopsy.
There you go. Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
it doesn't. Yeah, he can do an autopsy, and say whatever.
There is no question whatsoever that we have to burn this body.
Right.
So whatever story we have must end in he was sick and dangerous enough that his body had to be burnt.
Or we just do it and then they don't find out till we leave. I mean, seriously, it's not realistic to clean up loose, in my opinion, only my opinion. I think in our previous missions, we've not cleaned up loose ends this well there either. We've not left everything without a trace. I think we're holding ourselves to too high of a standard here.
Yeah.
As long as we
I
don't
think
walk
in
around
the
saying,
past, there wasn't really anything to tie back to us. These last two events, like when stuff like this has happened, there's not been like people that we've directly interacted with that didn't ultimately wind up being the ones that are dead, right?
I'm open to another virus idea. I think what we can't do, we can't throw around out of character. I think the DM was nice in hinting at that. I don't think we throw around classified.
No,
but I'm good for I'm good with anything.
I mean, my first thought as like an FBI guy was we'll classify it and tell him to shut up. But you have a good point. It would raise suspicion. My only thought is plague is scary and dangerous, but it's not that scary and dangerous nowadays. Is there a bird flu, West Nile, African something that we can throw out there, David, that would perhaps be a little more not oh my god, it's the end of the world, but more dangerous than the plague nowadays?
And it has to be relatively contagious.
I'd have to go search.
Ebola?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm wondering, is like something like Ebola.
There you go.
Yeah,
tuberculosis and cholera can be pretty.
Can be transferred that way. So yeah.
Through
if you don't treat
There's
them.
this thing called COVID.
Aha.
That doesn't exist here. Through direct contact with an infected animal or sick dead person infected with Ebola virus, it'll transfer.
Yeah, Ebola. So we'll call it.
I like
Ebola.
that one.
Yeah, I mean,
you can hemorrhage too and bleed out, so you can explain extra blood.
Fever,
it can
aches,
get
pains,
really
weakness, gastronomical, abdominal, and unexplained hemorrhaging and/or bruising.
There you go. I like Ebola.
This does sound pretty feasible, and I think that's our best bet without going too off the rails.
It even has diarrhea, vomiting, and there's wet or dry, which covers both ends. 2 to 1 days, average 8 to 10 days, so it fits right in.
So we say it's Ebola. We say his body has to be quarantined. So that takes care of the disease, takes care of what happened to the coroner. Coroner's assistant. Honestly, I think I said this last time. I kind of think we have to leave her alone unless we're going to kill her and burn her body too. I don't know what we can do to her. I think if we talk to her anymore, we're just going to run the risk of her actually using her brain. I mean, seriously, she's been kind of. Yeah, I don't know. She's been kind of brain dead because seems very trusting and just whatever. I'm being paid not a lot of money.
Damn keys.
Right, exactly. So I think her.
Yeah. So I think if he asks,
she has a crush on you.
She's too young.
We tell her that David
crush.
sent her away so he could do his work because he had a hunch. And unfortunately, now we've come to this point that we had to quarantine. We're taking immediate action to save him and his city and his people any further harm and move on. Right?
I love it.
All right, I think we've had sufficient time to talk about this over the week.
Nope, we need 2 more hours.
No. So, but first thing, we got to tell him. You can tell him because you talk to him a lot. You being Philip. I'll pack the body up with David, and as soon as you tell him, we'll go to the coroner's office. Get in there. I'll shoot the guy. I'll be the guy. I'll shoot him. We'll burn him, and then yeah. Then we start planning our little. Oh, y'all good?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna wait.
Random noises.
We're fine. There was just something upstairs.
Make sure it's not a
so
break-in.
You're gonna talk to deputy guy. I'm gonna help bag the body up. Well, I can't bag it. He's not dead. I'll help get the guy in the car. Well, if I can go ahead and go alone to the coroner's office, unless you just want to be there.
Well, so first question that I don't recall, Zach, is my note was kind of ambiguous that we were like going to the coroner's house.
Yeah, I literally just parked you guys where you were, so that's fine. It's 1:30 p.m. I had you parked at the fucking last place you went with the drone. So wherever you want to go from there is fine. It's not
I thought we made it back to the coroner's house. I thought we stopped in the driveway.
The coroner's house so that we could do tests on him.
I think we were going to the coroner's house when we started talking.
Yeah.
Okay, can we just say we're in his driveway then?
Yeah. Totally.
Right,
you guys
cool.
talked along the way, so we'll just say it's 2 o'clock. You're there.
We're there. We have him in the car, doped up, right? No, we left him here.
No, he's yeah. Well, I know we actually walked in the house because you said everything was good. You said he shit himself. We did this already. We went into the house.
Yes.
We saw him.
Right.
He's still alive,
That's
but he
right.
shit himself or something. And then I was like, I'm gonna shoot him,
that.
and that's where we started all this. So he's alive, but he's worse. He's still to the stairs. That's where we left him.
I remember this.
Okay.
He's right because of shitting. I remember that because
So he is canonically, he actually has shit himself.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
Clarifying. So is it everywhere or is it contained?
No, it's the nasty seepy kind of being on medicine for knocked out for a whole day and just got liquids in me shitty everywhere.
Okay. So okay. Do we need? Best I recall, there was not really anything crazy at his house, right? There was there was no fungal anything.
No, we sweeped it top to bottom. We didn't find anything.
Right.
Yep.
So when they inevitably come to his home, this is really the only thing out of place.
The shit? Yeah, probably. I mean, because we've yeah. I mean,
So we found him. He was dead, dying. What are we going with?
he was dying. I think because we no, we can say dead. Sure, let's say dead. We found him at the bottom of the stairs, dead, because that explains the mess.
I think he either has to be. My thing was he was either dead or he attacked us and we had to kill him in self-defense.
No, I think we say dead. Yeah, I think we say dead. He fell down the stairs because he was so weak. He doesn't matter. He died. And that explains everything on the stairs. It explains any kind of weirdness with him moving around, trying to get away.
Yep. Okay. Yep. So, okay.
And it's still okay with us because if he has Ebola, then it's,
And you guys could have seen that through the fucking front door. Him at the bottom of the stairs.
There you go. That's why we broke in.
You guys could have seen him at the bottom of the stairs through the front door window.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yep. Okay. Okay. We're going to collect him. David, do we need to do anything with his offal, either because of Ebola or the real issue? Do we need to do anything with this? Does it need to be sanitized?
Probably the whole house can be sanitized, but probably not by us. Probably calling a cleaners company to come do it.
Okay. All right.
So we probably need to either tape off
the
door.
That would sort of make sense for it to not be us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the idea of taping off the door.
If we sanitize the immediate stuff with whatever he has around, if we just bleach maybe, that would feasibly kill it, right?
Yeah,
I don't think we know. Do we have any reason to suspect that the fungus is in the shit?
That's what I'm asking.
You do only because of what Remy saw in the fucking toilet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then we can. I'm down with doing that. We can. Remy and David can clean. You can talk to your guy. I can run this dude to the coroner's office and then run back because it's like 10 minutes away, 10, 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
I'm good. I don't want batteries yet. So, and he's not like he's gonna fight me. I don't want batteries yet.
Right. Okay. So, all right. We're gonna bleach this. We're gonna put a quarantine sign on the door. We're gonna tell him
all of the medical equipment that we've taken from the coroner's office too.
Yeah.
That's reasonable enough. Just put that back in the car.
Yep.
Clean.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't much stuff. It was just like some microscopes and some test kits, I think.
Take that stuff.
So we will. Okay, so that's our story. We're ready to. We should be ready to grab those things. Do we? We don't have any way to like collect him cleanly, do we?
I mean, I'm already infected, so.
We could go get. I'm sure he has some sort of tarp or sheets or something. We'll roll him up in.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
At his
me and
house,
David can roll him up in his bed sheet.
Yeah.
Shower curtain.
David, should we? Do you with your kit and or what's at the coroner's office? Can we? I don't know. You see it on the medical shows. Can we like induce a heart attack or something? Would that fit? Would that be a better choice than putting a bullet in his head?
We're burning his body. There's gonna be no evidence.
Okay, so we are burning the body, and we have
100%.
All
We
right.
have to.
So
Yeah.
we throw him. I mean, do we trash
Doesn't
bags? We just couple of trash bags on the bottom, couple of trash bags on the top.
I mean, yeah, I didn't want to kill him here just so there's no.
I know, but
It's just
I don't.
moving him.
He's covered in what is potentially.
Yeah, trash bags are
infection.
fine. Yeah, no, that's why I said sheets.
So-
Trash bags are fine too. Whatever. Something.
I'm thinking that keeps it off of us, that keeps it off of the car, and that keeps it off of the coroner's office until we handle it.
A couple 50
Okay.
gallons from the garage, top, bottom,
Sure.
tie it up. I mean, he's gonna suffocate on the way there at that point.
I mean, leave his head out.
Fair.
I
That's fair. That's
don't
fair.
think
We'll-
I didn't
we'll-
think we meant put him in the like all the way in the trash bag, just most of him. We can leave his head
Yeah, I
poking
was
out.
thinking like bottom half.
Little diaper, little
Yeah.
trash bag diaper.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, or we
Right.
can let him suffocate. I really don't. I mean, I don't know. I
He's
don't
knocked
really
out.
care.
He can't do anything about this. So
No.
It doesn't matter. The dude is
I'm-
dead. So it's
How
whatever you
much
guys want to
time?
do.
How much time did we have left on his incapacitation? Roughly.
I think it was 4 o'clock is what I said,
It
right?
was 4
So we
o'clock.
should
two
have
more
several
hours.
Yeah,
So-
we've got 2 more hours.
He's not going to resist. We're going to put him in the bag. We'll leave his head out just so that we can do this cleanly. Because even if we are going to have to kill the man, I don't. Well, however Nolan wants to do this, we'll do this. But while I'll help you carry him to the car, you two can bleach this,
Mhm.
and then as soon as I get him to the car, Nolan, you can stay there. I'm going to go just do a quick walk through the house to make sure there's nothing that I've forgotten about that would stand out as like, oh, that's a bad idea. We should clean that up, and then we'll go. Okay.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yep. Let's go.
Okay.
Everybody,
Uh,
David, are we missing anything? You got anything to add?
We need to
can't-
take the door off or put a good quarantine sign. A new
Yes, we need to
quarantine
quarantine the
sign.
house.
Yep, that's fair. So, what will I'm sure he has a printer. I'll print off a sign that says quarantine from my phone
Perfect.
and
Spray paint a big Q
Ooh.
on his front door.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
Cool.
that. All right.
Okay.
What do-
So
Ready
my
to
only,
break.
my only question is, are you covering his head or killing him in the process of doing this, or you're leaving him alive until you get
No.
to the coroner's office?
We'll leave him. He's staying alive unless he dies somehow until we get to the coroner's office. He
Okay.
can breathe.
Okay. That was my question.
I'll tie
We could
his hands and feet
Overdose
just in
him
case.
on painkillers.
I don't care what we do, man. It doesn't matter to me. As long as you can be sure. I would rather just put a bullet in his head and burn him. Honestly. He's not going to feel it. He's asleep. He will not suffer.
I agree. I just
Bullet's
didn't want.
messy,
I didn't
though.
want him to suffocate, even if he was asleep. That
Oh
seemed a
no,
little
I
rough.
was talking to David because he said the painkiller thing. You can do that if you can be 1,000% sure. I don't care.
So
I'll
Let's just
chime
do
in
it.
and say a bullet's messy
Well,
Well, it's
we
messy.
can use the
There's
painkillers, and then we're going to burn him regardless.
though.
yeah.
No,
There's
I'm just saying like a bullet.
I'm gonna
to
put
the
The
him-
head.
bullet is a messy process. I agree.
Yes.
no.
So if
I was
we use the painkillers, he'll be gone.
Yeah.
We'll burn the body.
Yeah.
then shoot him in the head.
I was literally gonna shoot him in the little cremation thing where the
Oh,
bullet
okay.
and everything's burned. I was
Uh-huh.
not gonna blow his brains out in the yard and drag him into the
Do
coroner's
I need
office.
to do a coroner on him?
I don't know.
Oh, a
Do you?
coroner's report.
Yeah.
Probably. You need to do a
Then
write
you
up.
should do it.
Yeah, we need
Yep.
to. We need to do a write up.
So you guys
Do you want to do that here at the coroner's office?
I have to do the
Need to do
coroner's
that.
office,
All right.
You clean up the shit, clean up the mess as best you can.
which I might need the body
bleach.
for.
Who is picking up the body? Who's preparing the body for transport?
Me.
You. What are you wearing?
I can probably do it by myself, but I don't have anything to wear. I'll just
Okay.
wear a mask and gloves. I mean,
All right.
that's all I got, really.
Get him up. Throw him in the back, or just like in the back seat. Somehow you get him in the car.
Yeah.
Put some like piece of plastic or a blanket over him so nobody can see him in the back there. I don't think you're doing anything else at the house. You cleaned up his shit, or at least somewhat. Put a quarantine sign on that door.
We're gonna put the quarantine up, and I did say I was
leave it
gonna
alone.
do a quick walkthrough while he gets him situated in the car.
You do a walkthrough. Nothing out of the ordinary. It's exactly how you left it before you went
Okay.
on your other excursion. So
And I
you
guess
didn't-
just from like the perspective of someone who does crime scenes,
Mhm.
like nothing stands out to me that's going to be like, hey, what the fuck is this, right?
I mean, as long as you retrieved your cuffs, made sure there wasn't any scuffs on the banister, made sure there wasn't any like weird stuff around the couch where he was, you clean up, anything like that. Then the only thing that you would be left with was marks on his body, which you guys are going to take care of.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think that's our game plan.
Exactly.
Once I finish doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and call the deputy so we waste no more time in
Why
letting
don't you
him know.
call while we drive? I'll drive us there. We're all going together at this point, right? There's no reason for them to stay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you talk on the way.
That's fair.
Love it.
We're
do
driving to the coroner's office.
Doesn't get much more risky than calling the sheriff while you got a body in the back of the car. Now that gives
It's fine.
you-
This is gonna go great. It's fine.
On
We're
the way
going.
to disposing
I
of
guess-
said body.
I'm not saying I didn't mean that DM wise. I just love the concept of that. Just
Yeah, right.
We gotta go, man. We gotta go.
Yeah. Oh no, we're
Yeah.
going. I was
Yeah.
just trying to decide whether I call him on the way or I call him there.
He can't track your phone. He's not gonna track your phone. It's okay.
Well, no, but honestly,
no.
calling him there, you could say, "Hey, I am here, and this is what's going on." Like, meh.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Is like if I am there,
Yeah.
number one, I'm telling him I'm there because I found my people here and they let me know this.
Right.
And hopefully that way we're not driving there and he decides to walk down the road to check on things himself, just in case.
Okay. I love it.
So
Call over there.
I'll wait till we get there because I didn't talk.
Okay.
I mean, it's been like 30 minutes since I talked to him, probably.
It hadn't been too long. Yeah. Roughly that.
So-
So you guys do that. Leave. Go to the coroner's office. Park. Nobody's out. Nobody else is there. You get out and look at the front. You see your quarantine signs there. What do you do?
Go inside.
2:15.
I just open the door and go inside. Make sure no one's there. I mean, it looks fine on the outside.
Yeah. Open the door. So one of y'all has the key still. Crack open
Yeah.
the door. Turn the lights on. Take a peek. Breach and clear kind of thing. Looking to make sure nobody else is in there.
Always.
Fairly simple. You don't see anybody else in there, but dead bodies in their little holes there. So
All right. Then I help get the body inside since I'm the one that helped put it together and I guess I put it wherever David tells me to because he wanted to do his report. And I tell him to hurry because we need to burn this quickly. And I'm also fine with the painkiller thing. I don't do your report. If you're confident you can kill him so he doesn't wake up while he's being burned, it doesn't matter. That's fine with me.
Then, if that's the case, I probably would have done it before we started moving. That would he'd have been dead before we got here.
Well, how long is it going to take you to do your report?
I kind of want to. If we fake it, there's still possibility of needing pictures and stuff of me actually cutting up the body, pulling out the heart and everything.
Then he should die. Then I mean,
yeah.
So okay, we're here.
Report would have those pictures.
Huh?
A coroner's report would have those pictures.
yeah, it
Okay.
definitely
Even if
would.
it
So
didn't have
how
pictures,
long does
probably
it take
have,
to
like,
kill him with
weight
the
of heart.
drugs?
So
because we're here.
That's something
so-
I'm not going to Google, but I would imagine that a 15 minutes to get there
right,
and they're dead. I don't know what these. Hey, if you gave them all you had, that's gonna take care of it fairly quick.
All right. So is that what we're doing, David? I need a yes or no, or I'm gonna shoot him.
Painkillers plus tranquilizers, yeah, that'd kill him pretty quickly.
All right. So we do that. You give it to him now. So he's dead in 10 or 15. He's not gonna wake up, but he's dead in
No,
10 or 15 minutes.
he's
Do
dead.
your exam.
All right. Everybody, roll me a sanity check as he expires from killing him. Even though it was peaceful, in some way.
Nope, I
hey.
failed that.
24 under 70.
Good
My
job. Good
sanity's
job.
at.
56 under 76.
Okay, and
Oh
actually,
man, I tied
Actually,
my
I
max.
crit failed it.
you crit failed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I tied my max, so I'm 85 over 79.
Okay.
That sucks.
Can I be helpful to you, David, or do you want me to just sit up front and watch, make sure no one comes? Do I need to hold the body for you or remove it so they don't have to touch it, or are you good?
So
At this point,
So-
as
So
What happens to
we
me?
don't know anything about me
Yeah.
still,
Oh.
right?
hang on a second. Philip, you take 5 sand damage. which actually means you have temporary insanity.
Oh baby.
And temporary insanity, if you lose 5 or more sand from a single event, you do the flee, fight, or submit.
Okay.
You could push this back on your bond.
Yeah.
I will push it back on the CDC.
Okay, so yours is I'm looking for crit fail. So me as the DM, I want to double the sand damage, just to be honest, because of the crit fail. But I don't have it in front of me, and we don't play enough for me to know exactly what it does. Failure. So what I'm gonna do is instead of 5, we'll do 8. We'll just split the difference there. And if you're gonna push it back, then what you do is you roll a d4, and you can minus that amount from the sand damage and the bond you choose. Oh, actually, yes. So reduce willpower and a bond by 1d4. Then you roll another sand test, and if you pass that sand test,
I rolled 4.
okay. So reduce willpower and a bond by 1d4 by 4.
Ouch.
Now roll another sand test.
Still failed it.
You still failed it. Okay. Yeah. So that's really shitty.
Oh no.
Unless you crit fail, it's less.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I'm reading the rules. It doesn't actually take away the sand damage. It just it says reduce willpower and a bond by 1d4. Then you do another sand test. If the sand test succeeds, temporary insanity or disorder effects can be stifled. Doesn't say anything about it actually reducing the sanity that you lose.
Oh yeah, so it doesn't
Yeah.
reduce sand, it reduces willpower.
Projecting onto a
Interesting.
bond, when your agent loses sand, you may spend willpower to reduce the loss. The amount is always 1d4. Roll the dice and reduce your willpower by that much. If your agent still has at least 1 willpower, reduce the sand loss by the amount of willpower spent, the amount you rolled, to a minimum of 0.
Good. Okay, so my little sheet here doesn't say that.
Score by the same amount.
Yeah. Okay, good. My DM screen doesn't say that. So cool. That's fine. That's what we thought too. So that makes sense. So
But it's just weird. 'Cause
yeah.
It's completely different than what you had.
It's okay.
I went ahead and pulled up the handy guy.
Yeah. So you lose 4. So even though you failed, you're still okay as far as temporary insanity. So just have 4 minus sand. David and Philip, go ahead and roll that 1d4.
So it has been so long. Did you make a note of the temporary insanity flee flight?
I did somewhere. Yeah. Hang on, let me look and see if I can find
I
it.
remember you asked, but I have no idea what I said.
Pretty sure you and I were both fight.
Me too.
Mine was flee.
I think Remy
Flee.
was submit, and then you were flee.
Chad,
and
yours
then
is flee.
me and- Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yours
I
is
thought we were the
flee,
same.
fight, submit.
Mine
What's up
was
on this?
fight, flee, submit.
Who had? I thought
Yep.
someone had submit.
No one has submit first.
All right.
David has flee, fight, submit. Chad has flee, fight, submit. Amy has fight, flee, submit, and Nolan
That's
has
what I
fight,
have.
flee, submit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Good with fighting.
Pew 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 pew.
Don't really know how that would work in this instance, and
I ran a
there's-
bitch over with a car. I don't
seemingly still seems like the best idea to do the thing anyways. So, yeah.
Which there's no way you can't get what you need to repress it. So
Yeah.
So
Right.
in this case, I don't have temporary insanity.
correct.
They're just
3.
3, so 2.
26. My willpower, which is like my highest stat, is now okay, and you pick a bond, right?
Yes. What did you roll?
3,
3. Okay.
which is almost worse.
Yeah, in a way. Okay, so he doesn't
And
go
I
insane.
projected that onto my brother.
On your brother. How dare you? All right, we got that at 10.
Well, it made more sense to me than the FBI friends who
Yeah.
I live far away from.
Yeah. All right, cool.
So I figured it'd be easier to patch it up with my brother.
Cool. All right, and San, did you take your sand loss too? Make sure to punch that in. So that would put you at 2 sand loss. So you're at 80 on my sheet. I don't know what you have on yours. Mine's I haven't been updating mine at all. So
yeah, that's right. Yeah, because I accidentally subtracted 3 instead of subtracting 2. So yeah, so 70, 78.
Okay.
Yeah. God, shut up, thing. I'll take care of you.
All right, and David, did you already do yours?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Because I'm looking at yours, I'm like, oh shit, he's at 7. Okay. All right, cool, excellent. Cool. So you guys get the body, the dead body now, not a person.
Oh yeah.
Pull him in. Close the door behind you. Flop the little close sign, the tacky ass close sign where you like move the things so it's closed or open.
Back for lunch.
Back for lunch. Drag the body in the back. And I guess it's up to David now, right? Right? That's
Yeah. I was asking David what does he need me to help him, since I'm already touching everything? Do I need to help him manipulate stuff and move it, or does he want me to leave him alone so he can get it done as quick as possible?
Well, David, if you want to make this go faster, I can write while you talk.
I love it.
That will work, and you might want to sit back there and make sure I don't look for batteries, just in case.
Yeah.
So you want her to watch you and me help with the body, or do you need me to stay out of the way?
She's gonna help write the report as I go through the body.
So you want me to watch you?
And you just keep an eye on me, make sure I'm not
Can
absentmindedly looking for a battery.
Yep.
Strictly speaking, you were technically still handcuffed to him.
I was just about to say that, but I figured you would just undo it.
I'm sorry, I didn't say it. I hand waved that away when I was moving the body. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would still have watched him. I'm gonna keep a very close eye on him.
You
I'm
guys
very close to him.
Could have held hands while handcuffed underneath the body.
Hold hands while we cross the street.
But anyway, either way, you do that.
Buddy, don't lose your buddy.
David, was there anything specific? We've pretty much covered everything we can find from dead bodies of these nature. But is there anything that you have specifically that you'd like to ask or try to find while you're doing this? Or just strictly get it done, get the report done, take the pictures, you know?
I am going to do the report and basically what I'm doing, but I am taking a sample to do a test on.
Okay, and this sample would be to test if the antifungals worked or not?
Yep.
Okay.
Hope at all.
And we had talked about this previously, so you already know the answer, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you're free to share that with him or not. So you know the answer there. And you're able. There's no hiccups. He doesn't like jump up on the table or anything and try to kill everybody.
Well, that's good.
He's dead. Going through his stuff, talking about his organs, pretty much like the other dead body, but you can't really glean any information. I mean, he literally just killed him minutes ago, so he's just like a fresh old boy there, you know.
Well, I will check to see if he has the heavy metal content in his organs.
Yeah,
I'm curious how many he's had since then.
Absolutely, which you do find some. You could when you take his stomach out, cut it open, you can even see some of the remnants of the outer casings of batteries. But strangely enough, you can tell like they're being eaten away, even those hard casings of the batteries. So
Probably quickly.
fairly quickly. And in opening the stomach, you can see this like the substance, and it matches what Remy saw like thrown up all into the toilet.
Is it eating it faster than a normal stomach would eat something of that nature?
Hell yeah. Normal stomach wouldn't even touch batteries. You know what I mean? Like it's not going to erode that metal. You're going to shit that out, or it's going to get stuck in you. And in his stomach, you can tell that it's literally like eating it away. Like the outer casing like halfway dissolved, and the inner casing, the inner core is starting to be eaten away. It's pretty cool, but also scary. Science-wise, it's awesome.
Yes. And very scary.
And very scary. Yeah. So he's got batteries from the stomach. I don't know if you choose to try to eat those or not.
Yeah, I was.
No. I put gloves on and take them away.
That's for me.
No,
No stomach batteries.
none for you.
Cool. Yeah. So you do that.
So, what about his organs? Would I try to eat those since they're heavy metal content?
I wouldn't let you. You can try. You want to tussle? You want to throw her down?
It's up to you. I gave you the list of things, and basically anything that has heavy metal content in it's in the list. So.
What? The list didn't have body part organs in it.
The list has dirt in it, if so resisted. So
I kind of push
There's
him back,
a
and
difference
I'm
in
like,
dirt and body parts.
I kind of gently push him away from the body, and I'm like, "Are you done?" And I'm motioning towards the cremation area. So, I'm not really asking if you're done. I'm more telling, but
Yeah, start pushing him towards the cremation thing, and I'll finish writing, and like.
We're
Okay.
taking
nudging
the
you
pictures
back
we
to
needed
go.
as well for the report.
you took the pictures.
yep.
Sure.
Take 'em
All
out.
right. So
Make the
I
report.
put the body in the cremation thing then, and turn it
Okay.
on.
Okay.
And the batteries are in there too.
By the way.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh show. And he's not in the room, but so I'm like in my hazmat gear still.
Cool. Everybody but Nolan roll me another SAN with advantage.
Advantage.
Except for Nolan?
Everybody but Nolan.
I've burned a lot of people in my day.
I still failed it.
I was gonna say he's not in the
With
room.
advantage? Oh,
I rolled an 86 and a 67.
Oh my god.
And he's,
Philip's not in the room.
then he
Does
doesn't need to
still
roll
have
it. No, he doesn't need to roll
I
it
was,
then.
I was outside to call the guy.
Yep, he doesn't
Oh,
need to roll it.
Yeah, I rolled
Oh,
a
man.
7.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm
All
good.
right, good job.
I'm on a
Seven.
slippery slope to
You're
hell
on
here.
a fucking slippery slope, my friend. That's 2 SAN damage.
Damn, I'm used to seeing dead bodies. I'm used to burning shit. Like, it's
Yep.
fine.
Which actually totally makes
Very-
sense.
So
Very
am I, but still.
You're not doing so hot, man.
You're like in a fugue state almost. Like, you're not you at this point.
Did you take care of your SAN damage, Jason?
Desire to eat batteries.
I'm down to 55.
All right, I'm just gonna
Cool.
change it on here. He's not doing good, guys. So
Mm-mm.
keep that in mind.
Is there anything we can do to help that?
Bath bombs.
I mean, we could talk to him.
Relaxation.
Plus 1 sand, right?
Like,
Plus one
is there
plus
talking?
one.
Does talking to him in game work? Because I did that with Remy
Um,
back with the reverb.
So
Yeah.
SAN gains are a in between.
Right. No, I know, but I was
kinda
asking
thing.
you if there's something else that I missed. I know that mechanically there's nothing to gain, but
I would
That's okay.
encourage everyone to do whatever they think might help. If they see their friends, fucking freaking out, you're gonna try to help your friend, right?
is there a vending machine in the coroner's office?
Yeah, it only serves Pepsi products.
Okay. I go get a Diet Mountain Dew and pour it in a plastic cup for him.
Hell yeah.
Here you go, bud.
I drink it and then hate it because it's diet.
Where's the can?
Looking out for you, man. I took care of the can. Sorry, man. That's why it's the plastic cup.
Why did you do diet though?
Look, I'm looking out for you. We all got to stay trim in these trying times.
Look at me. I'm skin and bones here. I need the.
Okay, so body's burned.
Mhm.
All his batteries and stuff are burned.
Yep.
I guess we're waiting for whenever Chad gets back. We'll see what Philip talked to.
He's right here. He's
Yeah.
putting his.
Well, when you're done, we'll see what.
All right, I'm gonna
RP the
pee.
Philip thing.
The autopsy and pictures are. I think I said 2 hours last time is what it took to do the autopsy.
Yeah, we're not taking 2 hours because we're.
Can we say it took an hour? We would have hurried,
We
even if it's at the sake of accuracy. We would have fucking hurried.
Absolutely, I was gonna say we cut an hour off that because you're just kind of fucking doing it, like
I know how
do
to
the
fake it.
motions. Yeah. It's going to be 3:15, and then in the meanwhile he's gonna do his call. I'm gonna pee real quick while he's doing his insulin.
Yeah.
Roger that.
Can I have some Cheetos?
Probably. I'm probably gonna get peanut butter pretzels.
I think he meant in game.
I was asking Mike.
Oh, in game, well, Mike is gonna go pee, but in game, Nolan is not letting you out of his sight, especially since you rejected my offer of Diet Mountain Dew. Trying to be a bro.
Oh,
Be right
I
back.
drank it, but
For the record, I mean, I just went and washed my hands because my hands were sticky.
I just remembered something, Jason. I
Uh-oh.
wonder if you've hit your first breaking point. No. Your next breaking point, or your first breaking point's at 48.
I thought it was at 52.
Is it at 52? Okay. Then mine was fucked up. All right, I fixed it. Yeah, whatever you have on your physical sheet's right.
It's your max sand minus your willpower?
I don't have what his max sand was at the time, so.
I was just trying to remember. I think that's what it is.
That sounds right, but there's definitely some math there that I haven't done.
Yeah, it's so your sand is your power, or your sand's your power times 5, and then your breaking point is your max sand minus your willpower, or your power score, whatever.
David, I have given you a check for helplessness and a check for violence without going insane. And Philip, you get a check for helplessness. If I can find your sheet. Yes. So make sure you put that on your sheet. Yes,
Okay.
helplessness.
That wasn't
Okay, Mike is
violence
back.
when they killed him?
Say again?
It wasn't violence when they killed him?
I was thinking more helplessness, but it's whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah, helplessness.
Doesn't matter to me.
Helplessness for the first one because he's of the situation. It's more of a helplessness situation.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
And let me check. Nolan. Okay, Nolan. Your
What?
sheet. Check your incidence of sand loss without going insane. What do you have there?
I'm adapted to violence.
Yes. But you don't have a check for helplessness, right?
Nope.
Okay, put a check there.
I passed my sand checks.
Oh,
though.
you passed your sand check. That's right. That's right. Then they're the only two that didn't. Okay. We're good then. I was trying to keep.
I
you
didn't
up to
didn't
date.
roll just now. You didn't make me for the fire, but I passed the other ones.
Yeah, and you're totally right. Yep, you're totally right. I
Those
was
are
just
the
trying to
violence.
keep up on it. Yep. Okay.
I think the dice think I'm playing Legends of the Five Rings for Rolling So Hard.
You're fucking rolling very high lately.
Hey, now that I'm back, do you want those Cheetos, David?
Yes, please.
Come with me to the vending machine. We'll get you some Cheetos. Sorry, you can't stay here.
Why can't you roll high on Mondays?
He don't.
Ooh,
Kidding.
He don't. need
shots
to
fired.
fucking
I do
roll
roll high.
He deletes everything that comes in his path.
He
All right.
rolls low on initiative, so you guys have a chance to kill stuff before he gets to it.
Exactly.
He's a real team player.
5 head.
Well, my last two rolls were very high.
Yeah.
And
The only one that beat me was Amy.
Yep.
All right. So everybody's back, right?
Yep, I'm here.
All right. Chadster, you're all situated over there with your juice.
I'm more than situated enough. I'm just standing
Cool.
here waiting on this thing. So
Cool. Well, let's
Let's
give
do
you
it.
something to think about other than juice. You want to do your call while they're doing the autopsy?
Yep.
All right. You're calling Mr. Hayes?
Deputy Hayes, yes.
All right, Deputy Hayes. My bad. Is that a thing? Like, deputy isn't like a Mr. or Mrs. Doctor, right?
No.
Outside of work, right? Okay, just making sure. I haven't missed that all my life.
I don't think.
No.
But if you don't know, sheriff is a weird thing. People are actually deputized. Like, it's
yeah.
a much different situation than cops.
I thought you were asking, would you call him deputy? You don't have to. It's not an honorific title.
If I had
I thought
earned
that's what the
deputy,
question
I would
was.
be like, that's Deputy Roseman. I'd totally.
I mean, you
would
could
do that.
definitely say that. They'll roll their eyes at you and go, okay.
Absolutely. But then now they know that you're a deputy, a little deputy.
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. All right, so give him a ringing ding. Are you ready?
I hope so.
All right.
Yellow, this is Deputy Hayes.
Deputy Hayes, it's Frost. Hey, man.
Oh, hi,
So-
yeah. What'd you find?
All right, so I talked to my guys. I don't want to be the one bringing all bad news, but I do have some good news.
All right. Good news or bad news first? You can do like a sandwich. Good news, bad news, good news, maybe.
Let's start with the bad and end on the good, okay?
All right. We'll end on dessert.
So we went and checked on the corner, and
Checked on the corner. You found him there at the office, the house.
at his house, Miss Brian was we went to check on him there.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, we found that he has succumbed to his illness. He's been at home sick with the same stuff.
Oh, that's nasty. There's a unit on the way to his house right now.
Okay,
Is he all right?
The other portion of the bad news is that when I talked to my team, that quarantine sign was my CDC contact. This was apparently a localized outbreak of fucking Ebola.
What the hell?
I know, that's literally what I said to him.
I mean, it's literally
So
fucking
apparently-
snowing outside. You wouldn't imagine Ebola would just be coming out of the. Wow, that is
You would
crazy.
think. We tracked down that individual from the tape, and I guess he had outside contacts outside the U.S.
That
And so he
strange
was
strange fellow that was thrown up in the
Yeah.
Jacob's patrol vehicle.
Yeah, that's the one.
You're shitting me.
I wish I was. Here's the good news. Okay?
I mean, all right. I mean, it's not gonna take much now at this point to be good news.
I know. Well, we've done our tracing. Okay, these seem to be the only people that have been affected. We've got a bead on that chemist fella, that sick man.
Oh
And,
yeah, you do. Oh man, nice.
So we're going after him, or whatever's left of him. I don't know. It's been long enough at this point. He may not be with us anymore, anyways.
Do you
We
think
gotta
he's
track him down.
sick out there in the desert somewhere, just laying down?
Honestly, that might be the best thing right now because, like I said, it is so highly infectious, even when dead. So we had to go ahead and extract the coroner, and the CDC team has gone ahead and taken care of things. They've gone through the autopsy report. They've gone through the process of we need to get call. You need to call your team.
The CDC team's already taken care of it. At his house.
My CDC team has taken care of processing him so that no one else gets sick while he's dead, because it's still highly infectious.
So
The problem is you need to talk to your team before they get to that house. We need to send in a cleaning crew to ensure that everything there is cleansed effectively.
All right. All right. Well, shit.
Before they get in.
I ain't never done one of these before, but I'm gonna need that coroner's report or at least a test there that confirms he has Ebola. That way I can send it
Absolutely,
off.
absolutely. I'm with them. I'm gonna get that report.
Can you just
I'll
can you email that to me?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. Yeah, just email me at country ninja 411 if you don't mind, and I'll send that out. Ebola though.
I know it's mind-boggling, but it's I think we've got it all contained.
So what about you? I mean, you guys have been running all over here, Helena. I mean, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, fortunately. We're gonna follow proper quarantine procedures, but that's a good reason why we're gonna email that to you, to be extra safe.
All right, I mean, well, shit. I mean, those EPA chicks. I mean, should I give them a call and just say, it's Ebola. Don't worry about it.
That's probably a good point. Though I'll tell you, from talking to one of them, the other one she seems to be a little. She may not listen, but
gotcha.
If so, that's on them.
All right. Well, I'll give them a call, and yeah, I mean, it's up to them what they do, on their end. But I'll at least tell them that's what's going on. Now, you just hear me out here for a second. Now, I am a simple man. Ebola does not spontaneously combust humans, correct?
No,
All
I
right.
don't believe so. Check.
All right. Well, I'll just making sure, since we do have that gas explosion there.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
No, I don't think there's any. Ooh, I don't think so.
All right. That is a strange thing, but accidents are accidents. So you took the body. Have you already got your CDC contact? They already do. The for lack of a better term, they do the nasty.
They did.
Okay.
They did. But it is safe. It is contained, and once we locate and ensure that the sickness hasn't spread with anybody else that man came in contact with, we're all good, or as good as we can be.
I see. And all right. Well, I would advise you to please whatever dictates your next move, just get rid of that. Procedurally remove that body from, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
That will definitely.
Whatever procedure dictates. I don't know that as a deputy here, but
Yeah. I'm sure the CDC folks have some sort of X11A form to take care of for it, but it will be handled, I assure you.
It's gonna be it's gonna suck to have to find somebody else. There was a good friend here. Everybody over here at the police department. So
yeah, we can't have this getting any worse. That's why they had to go ahead and take care of it. So I'll get that report sent over to you, and I'll let you know once we've disposed of that other fellow who, at this point, there's no way he's out there. So we just need to make sure nobody gets on those remains.
I see. So as far as your reporting at this moment, because I got to take this back up to the sheriff, you understand?
Yeah.
You have all contacts traced and contained at this moment, besides the one origin.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
Fortunately, no one else that we've been in contact with was sick. So.
All right. Well, you let me know if there's anything I can do. The sheriff may ask me to call you back after I let him know, but we'll just have to see.
Absolutely.
All right. How much longer are you guys going to be in town? Are you sticking around until you find that fella, or are you going to have to try pass that off? I mean, we don't have too much to do here, so we could help you out if you want to. We can come join you on your search.
If this lead doesn't pan out, we'll let you know, and let y'all can help us follow up. But otherwise, yeah, I think they've got some other assignment for a couple of days on down the road once we're cleared. So.
All right.
No,
Well,
not too late.
make sure you. I don't think check out is the correct term, but say goodbye, and that way we won't call on you if you're not around anymore.
Certainly can do.
All right.
Appreciate y'all.
Yep.
He has a
Yep.
man crush.
I love
Sorry, I
you.
couldn't hear you. What did you say?
He just says "I love you" under his breath and hangs up.
Okay.
He has a man crush.
I go to the front door and. All right. Well. Make sure you get something in there fudged on an Ebola test. We're going to send that report over to the deputy.
Got it.
Done.
All
right.
I mean, sorry, you were saying?
No, keep going.
I was just gonna say, for the sake of completeness, when he started talking about like talking to the sheriff, I mean, he seemed to be on board with he seemed to be a-okay, other than weirded out.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah. We're not talking like again. Roll human next time you're in conversation with somebody if you're questioning. But this is normal procedure. You know, he's a deputy. He's going to report his findings up to a sheriff.
Well,
That's
that's
it.
that's
Yeah.
why I was asking. I didn't know
Yeah.
if you wanted me to do a human to.
Not for that, but
Interpret.
if you want to intuit what they're thinking or what they're meaning, then we'll need. To.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was more of like a reviewing sort of thing, but that makes sense. I got you. Yeah, I was getting through the conversation to say, hey, does it seem?
Zach, where'd the magnet go?
The magnet for what?
The D&D magnet you have on your boom.
It wasn't a magnet. Unfortunately, it was a sticker.
Oh.
And I kept doing. It was last D&D session. I guess my anxiety got the best of me. And I was.
Yeah, I saw you playing with it.
I was doing
Wow.
this, and I peeled it right
Zach.
off. And
The next time we are together in any way, shape, or form, I have a whole bunch of random D&D stickers that I got from Redbubble like a year and a half ago. They're the ones that I put like my rogue sticker.
oh yeah, I need another one.
Yeah. Like I've got a bunch of those. Like I used to put them on my pop sockets.
Yeah.
Like-
Let's see. This is the size. This is a normal die, so it's that size. It's just slightly bigger
Okay,
than a normal
yeah.
die. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So like normal die on my pop socket, like it would
yeah.
be
That'll work.
probably it's a little smaller than the pop socket.
Yeah. I still have my Delta Green sticker right here, but you guys
Oh,
never
nice.
see that one.
No. No, but remind me, even like if we're talking about like me dropping something off or whatever.
I
like,
literally have
I've
a
got
horde of dice
D&D
that you guys bought. I have a horde of dice that you guys bought that we have to trade too.
Oh, that's true.
Mhm.
Also, we have a box for D&D. And I mean a tote.
Yes.
A
Yes.
tote for
Soon
D&D.
enough, we will progress that to a room. Yes.
Table.
All right.
Because a
so-
lot of it's like the props and
Yes.
you know it was
I've
where
been-
all the dice, right? That's like where all we put all the dice stuff. But
Mhm.
I know you can't see it, but the amount of wormwood we have and just stuff out on this table, it's
Getting
insane.
exponential. I am ready to do props again. You know, I haven't had to worry about it for a whole year, so.
Hey, also if you need anything crafty done, let me know.
Well, I will let you know as soon as as soon as we're back in, in the norms. So that call's done. It is 3:15. You guys are all in the coroner's office. You have burnt the body. The smoke has risen. The teenagers have drank and watched. The smoke rise out. What do you do?
Well, that's taken care of.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Our next move was going to the pharmacy place and doing
Yep.
what we want to do there, and then
Are
going to
you-
Devil's
so
Devil's Dick Hole.
Here's my question about going to the pharmacy place. If you're the one that's going to be going in, tactical, whatever, what about David? You're handcuffed.
I mean, he's gonna have to stay with y'all.
To him?
sure.
Okay.
I'll be fine.
No.
As
You're
I
fine.
eat my Cheetos and drink my Mountain Dew.
I mean, I don't think he's I don't think he's a threat that only I
That's
can
got to
watch.
give him another role on feeling better, right? I mean, he's
Right,
a
if he
CDC
doesn't- yeah.
chemist nerd who's got his Cheetos and Mountain Dew, right?
But he got Diet Mountain Dew.
I was just gonna say he feels slightly better eating those Cheetos.
Yeah, but he got a Diet Mountain Dew.
Yeah, he doesn't. I mean,
I'll
there's
go get him a regular one.
the aspartame is sufficing.
Okay. So
I didn't hear Chad either.
Just so that it's on the record, I am going to send a completed digital version of the report over.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. On the record, let me know. Like, so you sent it to his email that he asked you to. Did you nod yes? I wasn't looking at you.
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Cool. Sounds good. Like it.
I'll send that over. So it's what time?
3:15.
All right.
Bam.
Say we head that way towards pharmaceutical place, but we have to re-slap quarantine. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if this place is quarantined or not. We don't have any bodies that we know of that are infected.
Correct.
And I just
Is that
think
something
we, I
that
think
we-
we,
We know two.
Well, yeah,
and a
but
half.
they've been burned.
let's
No,
just put the sign back
they're
on
right
it.
here.
Oh well, they don't count.
You could. The only person that you have suspicions about would be David. Maybe Nolan, if you think a headache is enough.
Fair. Okay. We know. I meant that, and that's what I meant was the two of them. The half was for the biochemist. But I forgot. David just had a headache, or Nolan just had a headache.
Yeah, it's like it's we're assuming that nobody else in this morgue has this.
Absolutely.
That's
I'm
what
just
I was
saying
getting
that these
I get that. Yeah.
two.
You.
So,
I don't really think this is a decision. I think we just put the quarantine sign back on. Why would we not?
that's all it says,
sure,
is we
for
leave
sure.
the quarantine sign on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
We
Then-
may,
Yeah,
if we don't come
for
back here, we don't come back here, and that's fine.
Whatever.
I'll tell them to. I'll tell them to wait 2 weeks before they hire a new one and call it good.
There you go.
And I personally think that's a good choice. Like, and same with like the guy's house, huh? Do you what?
Actually,
I have a question. I have a random DM question. When we looked at the coroner's report for Jacobs,
Mhm.
did it look like the assistant actually helped? Could we tell?
You would have no way of knowing, and so the OOC, I don't know if an assistant normally signs a coroner's report or not.
Yeah. I don't know.
So
That's why I didn't know. Like
the
this
only
was,
way I would know
the
is
reason
if,
I'm assuming the report would still be there, right?
yes.
So, if you had this question, let's be honest. This was like a young woman and a early middle-aged coroner.
Mm-hmm.
There are generic, stereotypical handwriting differences. Does it look scribbly, or does it look?
and that's what I was gonna ask. Is that like the first time we were here
Fair.
when David was doing the test, and it took half an hour to an hour for each test or whatever. I said I was looking at the report and other reports to see if there were anything
Hell yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
So would I have known? I mean, because like if she wrote it down, it's
Mhm.
one thing, but if she actually did the autopsy, like we would know if she was more exposed.
Absolutely.
Like, that's what I'm getting at.
Cool. Yeah, and you would like you would notice there's a handwriting difference or something like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't signed by her, and you don't see any difference of handwriting from the reports you've been given. So most likely it's all by the coroner, and
She's more of a receptionist.
unfortunately seems to be more of a receptionist getting those creds for school, you know.
Okay. That's all I was gonna. It's another loose end I didn't want to leave.
Yeah, the only like left kind of thing, it's not technically a loose end, it's like you have her keys. but that's not like that much of
I mean,
a loose
that bitch
end.
ain't getting those keys back.
Yeah,
No.
that's yeah. I mean, there's
No,
bigger
which-
shit
and that-
going on than their
No,
keys are missing.
keys are not.
Yeah.
It was more of, do we know of anybody else that could have been infected by
Right.
Jacobs or the coroner? And obviously the coroner, not really, but Jacobs, yes. And the assistant was the only one that we hadn't tied
Yeah,
up.
worst case scenario, she would have been infected somehow, even though she was not part of the coroner autopsy. And then
There
she
you go.
fucking saw you guys and left and went out on the town and then infected everybody else. Worst case
Yeah,
scenario.
but see, that's
Yeah.
But you have to remember the infection is like bodily fluid, blood related, whatever it is. So I mean, she'd have to. I don't know.
I mean, we don't know that for a
You,
fact.
you guys don't know the facts yet. You know assumptions.
We are-
Yeah.
We're sus.
We have seen
Sus.
evidence that indicates
sus.
that exposure to the bodily fluids of a dead person who's
Yes.
infected
like Ebola.
is
Mm-hmm.
is very contagious.
Okay.
Yep.
We don't
Alright.
know beyond that.
Okay.
My hope here, and the only reason that I haven't been especially worried about it, is we have seen and interacted with her in the same time frame that the guy was sick. Right? Like, he was sick this day, we saw her, and then we talked to her the next day, and she was still okay to my knowledge.
Mhm.
Or she didn't mention anything, and
Nope.
I don't know. Hopefully, I mean, maybe she's just got really good constitution. She failed to save the next day. Who knows?
Drinking every night.
We
man.
haven't currently seen anything to think she is.
No.
And frankly, if she's gone out and infected half the town, it's
Yeah.
scuffed anyway. We're gonna
Yeah.
have to burn it all down.
Scuffed.
Anyway. Okay. Sorry.
I mean,
Thank you.
truly, like,
Sorry
if
for the
she was
derail.
sick and she
No.
went out to that bar
No, I know.
and got everybody sick, we got a bigger problem on
I
our
know.
hands.
Sorry for the derail. I was just
So,
curious.
so
So,
Paintball.
paintball. Okay, my friends. The plan. You
So-
guys took care of that shit. And I'm hearing you want to go to Benthic.
the first, and what I was going to say earlier is, before we go anywhere, I'm going to go back and scope out as much as I can, from the topographical maps on, on Google's.
Sure.
Tell me again how that plant is located, laid out, roads, access.
Yeah.
I don't-
So remember the trifecta that I had? We have Helena.
I remember
at
the trifecta.
Okay, and then we have Benthic Company, and then we have the pit down here. Okay, and this is
Yeah.
20 kilometers. All right.
But
And
I didn't
then-
remember anything else about it. Like, I remember that it was here,
Yeah.
but I didn't remember
If
anything.
you Google Maps the Benthic Company location, it's like a you got a highway, then you go off into an off road, and then it's just going to be a long road that pretty much nothing's on until you get to the Benthic Company. There's not like a gate that opens up and stuff like that. It opens up to a small parking lot that you can tell. Then you have a building there. It
And
looks to be like
we-
it looks to be like a one-story building from the Google Maps.
this service road
Yes.
is a few hundred feet long. Is
It's pretty well off the beaten path. You're probably
Okay.
gonna go like a quarter mile, half a mile off of any regular road, and then you get to the Benthic Company there, with nothing in between, but just like
Yeah.
woods.
so. We sort of are probably gonna have to wait until dark. I mean, they're still presumably working. This was Thursday, right?
Yes, on the 9th, October 9th.
So we are presumably going to need to kill time and go over there at night if we're wanting to actually assume that they work 9 to 5 and send in our one-man wrecking machine.
One man wrecking machine. He's gonna do what you want him in, killing everybody.
Just I'm all for let's rock and roll. But if we are going to do that and we're going to prioritize it before we leave town, we need to wait until dark. Yeah.
That's fine.
I don't know of any other. I don't have any other loose ends to investigate or take care of beyond like driving around and trying to find, the assistant to make sure that she's not puking on people at the club on Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. She's like at the club puking on people.
She's not here.
There's a quarantine sign. She probably just left.
She should have been here. Well, maybe she came this morning and saw the quarantine sign and said "fuck off." So
one of you guys has her number, or vice versa.
Yeah.
We exchanged cards.
Yeah.
Like I wrote a number down at some point. I don't
That's
think
right.
it's. I really don't.
Like, flirting with her.
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth
Well,
involving her though.
Yeah.
I really don't think we should call her or do anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think she's out of sight, out of mind. We're like,
She's out
she
of
does
sight, out of
not
mind.
matter.
She has your contact info. If she doesn't feel well, I wouldn't be surprised if she called. Right? Like, she knows we were involved over here. She has potentially seen a quarantine sign. If she didn't feel well,
I mean,
you seem like a good contact.
Hey, sweetie.
Yeah,
By the way,
and
we burned your boss.
Well, and we can do a lot more good by moving. Like, if we treat hers as like something we wanted to track down, it would be the whole town at that point. Like, so that's a waste of time. We're overthinking something that doesn't matter, in my opinion. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is if that cat is out of its particular bag, unless she didn't get sick for several days past when the coroner got sick, then we're fucked.
So
what are we doing for your plan? You want to do a bunch of planning. So
I mean, I just wanted to wait until dark because I don't feel like
I thought you wanted to look at stuff.
Well, I was looking at the maps to see where it was.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, we can tell that it's a one-story building. We can tell that it's a quarter-mile service road.
Aye, aye.
We know where it's at. I'm not certain. I was hoping that there was going to be some sort of like road that we could go behind it or something and not park in their parking lot.
Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like one of those scenarios where someone has paid a big chunk of change for land that people can't normally buy or something to make sure that nothing's around it. Yeah.
So, I mean, we either have two options that I can think of. We can either go over there, potentially, cover the license plate and say fuck you, if we feel extra paranoid, which I probably would, and just let you go in. Alternatively, we can drive, to the service road or a little bit onto the service road, but not all the way, and let you hoof it.
That's fine. It doesn't matter. I don't know.
If
I don't
there's
think it's. There is 100% going to be an underground to this place, though. You cannot convince me this is one story and that's it. There is something underground to it, especially if they're manufacturing stuff. I'm not saying it's like 38 floor NSA bunker, but there has to be a basement of some sort or subfloors. I would eat a sock if there wasn't.
It's on the record.
Yep. Nolan will eat a sock. I'm in character.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Right.
He can eat a bunch of socks.
If we're lucky,
As long as they're metal.
If we're lucky, it's one story and it's just a bunch of fucking, pharmaceutical
Boring cubicles. Yeah.
biologists. But I'm sure that you are correct. Unfortunately, way too much.
We can actually let's just pull up, and that way if something I can get to you quicker, or if something goes wrong. I mean, I don't know that I don't really anticipate any resistance or anything weird, so I don't think that being super sneaky at the access road would help a lot, and it could hurt if I need to get to you quickly. So I just say pull up.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking, like, if it is in fact a quarter-mile service, road, like, we could go an eighth of the way down it, like, but you're absolutely right. So, yeah.
So,
yes.
are we waiting now until what time?
I don't know. Let's say 9 o'clock. I would say. I don't think it's necessary to wait till like midnight or 1.
Yeah, I mean, dark plus an hour. I don't know.
Yeah,
9 o'clock
because
sounds great to me.
we just want people to go home. So not as long as it's
Sure,
dark at 9 o'clock. Let's say 9
Yeah,
o'clock.
and you know, researchers, I mean,
October.
yeah, but you know, researchers and people with PhDs and shit, they're gonna work a lot longer than the 9 to 5. So 9 o'clock sounds pretty safe
Alright.
to make sure that people are out of the fucking office.
So, I mean, I guess we probably get some dinner. We're gonna take it easy
yeah.
because our sleep's all over the place. I'm maybe napping shifts or something. If folks want to.
Cool. Who's napping? And
Someone else has to take care of. I have to pass David off at this point. I've got to prepare for tonight, so someone else has got to watch him.
I mean, I would be the next logical choice.
Okay.
So, I mean,
I'll nap.
are we-
I'll nap first if that's okay. So I'm
Yeah.
I'm as rested as possible.
Max Capass.
Yeah.
Want to borrow my SMG?
I don't know. I don't really think this is gonna be a firefight, so I was just gonna think up something and just say it when it was ready. I don't know.
It's concealable and it has a silencer.
Yeah, I don't know that I don't think concealable matters because I think if I get in there at 9 o'clock, no matter what's concealed or not, it's not really. If someone sees me, it's not really gonna matter unless I'm misunderstanding what you're concerned about. I don't care if cameras see me, and I think if someone sees me, gun or not, they're gonna tell me to leave and get really angry.
That works. Okay. I'm just
If
trying to
it
give you
goes
something instead of.
private, I would probably want. I don't know if you're planning to. I don't care, so I'm gonna have my long gun on me. But I would probably.
I was
say
just gonna.
some other than just.
I was gonna bring the scar is not super long. It's okay
Well,
for.
yeah, it was probably a poor phrase, but yeah.
No, I know. I was just saying I was planning on bringing it because it's silenced anyways. Again, I don't think it's gonna be a firefight. I'll take either David's or mine. It doesn't matter. We don't have any plans for the inside. I don't think we have any of those. So I can't really plan anything out better.
We have
So.
anything that you could wear or take or whatever to make them think that make anybody think that you were like new security or like
That's actually what I was gonna say. Is I was gonna dress out in like the douchebag looking special forces because that's what I wear anyways. And I've done private military contracts before, so I could talk the talk like I was auditing something. Whether they believe me, who knows? But it's something I'm really good at doing. So I was planning on that was gonna be my way in if anyone saw me. That was the only really cover story I could think that would make sense. Is I'm gonna go in and try to be sneaky, and then if people find me, be like, oh yeah, y'all suck. You let me get in here. Who's your boss?
yeah.
And then if that doesn't work, maybe I shoot them. I don't know.
I mean, that's not a bad start at least. And especially I like the audit aspect because it's like after hours would actually work if you're doing like a physical audit of like or inventory or whatever
Hey,
of
man,
what they
you're a physical pen tester,
Exactly.
All right.
and even if you would know that phrase, I would.
Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go pee again, but
Oh yeah.
you guys have made it to. Everybody's taking a nap at this point, I guess, right? Everybody's taking a little siesta. Is anybody not taking a siesta and staying up all night?
I would assume we would all take at least like what we've got.
An attempt at some kind of sleep. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, we got like 6 hours, so we could all take
Okay.
an hour-ish.
Okay. When I come back, you guys will be driving over there or whatever. So
Do we need to make another roll?
not yet. Let me come back and dictate what happens to you.
Haha.
I was worried about that, but I feel like we needed the rest, so.
What kind of what SMG do you have, David?
It's basically an AR-9 pistol.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So it's not fully has been modified to be fully automatic in this case.
Allegedly.
Love it.
Yeah, I guess I'll take that. That's hold on.
So
Trying to see if
it
it's
classifies
worth
as
it.
an SMG.
Yeah, I'm not metagaming damage rolls. I'm just literally looking at how long that is on average. So I'm pretty sure. Actually, there may not be a difference in game.
It's maybe a foot long total.
AR9 is a
that's
1d10, and then what was your other one?
Scar H. I think it's a 1d10 as well, though.
Scar
No,
H
it's
is a
1d12.
1d12. They both
Yeah.
have a 10% lethality if you're bursting.
Yeah, it's over half. The Scar is twice as long, over twice as long though. I'll take David's.
Okay, cool. So you scoop that up. Mr. David, as you drift off to sleep, for what sleep you can get, you are overcome by scenes and strange dreams of
Talking batteries.
talking batteries gnawing on your nose. And
Energizer Bunny.
Energizer Bunny.
It's the little food characters from the old school movie theater.
Let's
that are
all
like
go to the
batteries.
lobby.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's go to
Absolutely.
the lobby.
I'll tell you a story about something like that later on. Also, a strange living blackness in your dream seems to run like rivers around you, and basalt like canals. Every now and then you're like flowing down this black river, and you see kind of high towers that just cascade up into the sky all around you. You see no light on this world, no sun, no moon, just blackness everywhere. And you wake up. And you do not have to roll until
Good morning.
10 a.m.
Yeah, 10 a.m. is the roll for our progressions.
Yes, 10 a.m. And yes. Actually, if you would, David, would you mind rolling for me without like secretly, and just let me know what that is? Yeah, just let me know what that is secretly. And we'll carry that. We'll do that action at 10 a.m.
I will actually break dice up for this.
Yeah,
Then.
yeah, because
Oh, baby.
we've already done Nolan's, so
We sure have. Hee hee.
Let's get the metal
Hee
D10s
hee.
out.
yeah, get the metal ones out.
Eat those two. IRL though, not David. Jason needs to eat those.
Okay, cool. All right, so we'll work that out when time comes. Perfect. All right, so everybody wakes up, wakes up ish, kind of like a shitty little nap there in the afternoon. If anybody takes naps like me, it's almost impossible for me. So, yeah, no, I sleep like a baby. 9 o'clock. We'll say it's a little before. Well, actually, no, we'll say it's 9 o'clock for ease. You guys have adjoining rooms, so you can open them up. What are you preparing here for your excursion? Everything's pretty much in your car that you can need. So do you guys just pack up all your shit, throw it in the car, so you don't have to come back?
I think so, because we were planning on going to the Demon's Rock, like Devil's Rock, directly after. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
we don't need to leave anything.
All right. Leave enough money so you don't technically have to check out or whatever, or leave some kind of card on file so they can check you out, or simply call them, whatever.
Prepay.
Prepay, yeah. Pack up your shit, hop in the car, drive down the road. Cool. So going straight there, right?
Yep.
9:30 rolls around, and you guys are on that road to Benthic, okay? You don't see anything left or right other than just like sporadic trees. It looks like a forest or woods around you, mostly pines. And as you're going through, you and your headlights all the way up into the building. You see a little bit of maybe like 3 cars in the parking lot. It's a fairly small parking lot. Probably could hold around 30 cars, 20 to 30 cars there. You guys haven't pulled into the parking lot yet, but I'm letting you know what you see. So you see the parking lot in front of you immediately. There's no gate or like guard station there. It's wide open to go into the parking lot. You do see a squat 1-story building. It's kind of elongated there, matches up with your Google Maps, like a rectangle. The lights are on the inside of Benthic. There's 3 cars in the parking lot, and that is what you see.
Okay. It's a small parking lot or smallish.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it located on the
Right in front.
place? No wrap whatsoever?
No need. Yeah, it's just right in front.
No little dirt road that goes around the building or anything?
Nope, it's paved in the parking lot, and it's got just a sidewalk, like a normal size sidewalk that just walks straight up to double doors in the front, and the lights are on the inside.
Nothing to the side of it.
Nothing to the side. And like the woods would be probably cleared out maybe 20 feet away from Benthic here on but you can at least tell on the left and right side, so you can assume the same in the back.
I mentioned it earlier, I probably would have just gone ahead and stopped when we got to the pull off on the service road and just take the plate off or cover the plate.
Sure.
Just out of an abundance of caution.
Sure.
And I think so as we're driving up, I'm looking very specifically for any cameras. So we didn't see any guard posts, fences or anything. But is there any cameras that I've been able to see?
With you and Nolan, you definitely notice cameras on the building itself.
Nothing leading up to it.
Correct.
Can I tell at a glance, is it like a lobby area in front?
It's kind of hard to tell, but you would assume that it's like some kind of lobby or hallway right there leading in the door there.
So before we get to the
what sort of entrance we were talking about?
Double doors, you're thinking it's probably some kind of lobby.
Before we get to the parking lot,
folding door, and you can see the guard station behind it, sort of thing.
So I don't stay in the car. I get out when he changes the plates. I want to walk to the back. They can drive up, but I want to walk. Since we stopped before the parking lot, I don't want to get out and just go in the front door. So I want to at least see if there's a door on the side or on the back.
Sure,
now,
sure.
When you get the pretty lady ready?
The pretty lady?
Yeah, the one in the back, behind the back seat.
Oh.
No. If you're talking about the law, no. If you're talking about your gun, I've already got it. You surrendered that.
I'm talking about her just in case shit really goes to.
Hey, if we need it, how do we use that thing? Drop it in and click the button?
Yep. Make sure you point it the right way.
This way forward.
There.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're made for 18-year-old morons. I think we can figure it out.
So do I find anything on the back? Unless I walk up to the back. That's where I want to go first.
Okay. So first thing first, roll a stealth.
Thank
Unless
God.
you're not being stealthy at all and you're just walking up.
No, I'm not like it's not like Rambo, but I'm trying to be stealthy.
Yeah, and I mean you could even duck into the tree line there, It's only 20 feet away.
14 under 71.
Excellent. I knew you had a really good one, so cool. Tuck yourself away there in the tree line, walk around the edge, and it's the same on the back. It's about 20 feet cleared out. You see there doesn't seem to be there's windows, but you can't see through them. It's those kind that are like I think it's the Crystal Building downtown. I can't remember what they're like, where you can't fucking see through them.
That you can see out, but not through them.
Yeah. You go all the way around to the back. You see 3 windows in the back as well, and there is a door in the back. But you can't see through it. But you see what looks to be like another double door that match the front.
So it's just a handle. There's no like key card reader. Just a handle.
Correct. There's two handles like this. It's glass. It's like you would pull it out like that. And on that part of the building, there are 3 windows. 2 to your right and 1 to your left, and then 2 more windows further on. But that's just irrelevant information at this point.
Okay. I want to go up to the door. I don't really want to break the window unless I have to. I'll check the door. Is the door locked?
Yeah, you check the door. It's locked. And it looks like very thick glass. You can feel the heft. Like you just put your hand on the handle and like give it a move. Like you can feel like this is very secure.
Since it's a glass door, I can see the deadbolt in between the panes of glass, right?
It's glass center, and then it's metal around the outside. And the rest of the building would be like brick.
No, but what? Okay, so the door, it's a double doors. There's not glass. Like, you know what I'm talking about when you have double glass doors that are locked? There's that gap in the middle where you can actually see the bolt.
It's a big 2 strips of metal that come down
I see
the middle.
that
Yeah.
kind. I see what
Yeah,
you're saying.
yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I guess in the interest of being thorough, I don't really want to go through the front. I don't know. I don't have anything on me to. I don't pick locks. So I don't have the right. I don't have the right gun. Oh, good. I didn't hear you, man. Sorry.
We're on comms and throat mics and all that shit. If you need to call in anything.
I guess meta question. Could he walk me through picking a lock? Or if not, will you allow me to breach the door, even though I don't technically, like, put a gun... I would know where to place my pistol against it.
If you're...
On the metal piece, and shoot it.
You can do whatever you want, for sure.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Like, you can try whatever you want to try.
I'll try to pick it first. I'll see if he can talk me through it.
Okay.
I don't usually do it, so I don't know how to roll for it. I don't have a lock picking on mine.
Yeah, so what we'll do, even talking through it, and you've never really done this in your history there, we're going to do a dex check at disadvantage.
Oh, Jesus. What does disadvantage mean?
Oh, actually, no. What we'll do is we'll do a -40. We won't use disadvantage, since that's not really what the system was designed for. Just a -40.
I scored a 15. My dex -40 is a 15, and I rolled a 15.
Oh, well, I guess it'd be +40, opposite of that, because it's bad. It's worse. Sorry. Does that make sense?
Oh, well then
Yeah.
I rolled. I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Then I rolled a. Well, okay. So then a 55 and 55. It still tied it. Whichever way I think of. I rolled. I rolled a 15. You said +40, right?
Yeah.
My dex is 55.
There you go. Yeah. You just meet it.
Okay.
Oh, you're adding it to the roll.
Yeah. So I meant a +40, not a -40.
I thought you subtracted it from your score.
I did too, honestly. But it works out. In this
really
case, it
doesn't
rolls out
matter either way.
I guess it's the
right.
Okay.
So
it's against the roll. It's definitely not against your score, because otherwise then you'd have to worry about meeting it or not meeting it exactly. And like crits and weird shenanigans. Yeah. So
a +40 adds to your roll.
Yes. Yeah, or -40 to your roll. At least that's the way I'm gonna do it, because it's just easier to think about.
Sure.
Either way, he does make it.
It's funny, because when I had read like +or-40, that was my assumption.
Yeah, I can see that. So you're on the fucking throat mic. What are you guys saying to each other as you're talking him through picking this lock?
Like, so I got the little jiggly bit, and I'm going through. I watched that lockpicking lawyer guy. Really good YouTube channel. I don't know if you've ever seen it before.
Internally, Philip's like, oh fuck.
He always says click on 2. Do I have to say that out loud? Do I say click? I said click on 2. Nothing happened. Oh, I lost the little hairpin. Hold on, let me find it.
You have to say you're gonna have to restart, and you got to say all the clicks and make sure just narrate the whole thing. Okay, take it nice and slow.
Yep. So I narrate the whole thing to me.
You're gonna bump it lightly. You just want them out of the way.
So I fumble around and jiggle my way through it and curse a bunch because I keep dropping it, but I guess eventually
I hear him going and I'm like, well, I guess he's just raking it.
Cool.
Quick.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Excellent.
Really
yeah. So you get the lock undone, and you crack the door a little bit, just enough to like peek in, and you can see it's a long hallway. And there's multiple doors all the way down the hallway. It looks like a shotgun, you know what I mean? Like you just all the way down. You can see rooms on both sides. At the very end, immediately, you can see that there's like a little reception booth, and you see the back of a guard sitting at the reception booth. Okay, which is very far away. I'm going to say roughly 200 feet. It's the other end of the building. Okay.
What's the floor made out of? It's tile?
Tile, yes. Yes, the floor is made out of tile, but not like, it's so tight that you can't like really see the seams. Think of like more medical grade tiling here.
It's like linoleum.
Also, with your like alertness and shit, you immediately notice there's a camera like just trained on the door that you just opened. Like you barely have it cracked, just enough to peek in. There's a camera looking at your door.
So it's facing like, is it a side profile view of the door or facing it dead on?
Just facing it dead on. Just
I
pretty
would
much.
assume you had something, right? Like, or are you going to just hope that
I'm wearing I'm wearing like a mask because I thought it would be prudent to wear the N95, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I didn't say I put anything on my head, so I would probably have had night vision in case I needed it, but I don't think I would wear like a balaclava or anything. No, I didn't think about it.
Oh, sure.
So yeah, I guess if the camera's pointed at the door, I don't really have a way to not do it, so I just take a chance and just wave at it and just go through the door and close it behind me. So I mean, I'm not gonna shoot it. So
Okay, all right. So you walk in, close the door behind you. You immediately see two doors to your right, a hallway to your left, a small hallway that looks like it has another office in there. There's a long hallway with more doors. The hallway is lit. It looks like some of the rooms are lit. At this moment, the guard is sitting there. What do you do?
I try to, if there's a way I can tuck around the hallway out of view of the guard, just because you said there's an open hallway to the left.
There is. There's an open hallway to the left.
So I
it's
just
about
kind of
30 feet, and there's another door in there.
Okay, I tuck in that hallway for a second and just ask to David and to Remy, like, what, I kind of describe it to them and ask if there's a way to, like, is there something they want me to specifically look for? Because I know we want to see if dude's here. I think we wanted to see if they're doing anything, like, if they're actually manufacturing this somehow, like if this is some kind of, like, weapon deal. So I guess I try to get an idea of what I can look for, and I just say so far all I see is a bunch of offices. They're all closed. I describe what you've told me.
Do you see an elevator bank or a stairwell near the exit?
I don't know. I see two hallways and then a long hallway with the reception area that we saw that you pointed out going in. There's a guy, and I waved at the camera, and he's not turned around, so he's either asleep or their system sucks.
Or there's someone in the room watching it. But yes,
yeah,
there are 3 cars here, which you probably didn't know. So FYI, there are 3 cars here.
He was in the car.
Okay.
Well, he got out when we changed the plates, so
yeah. Okay, noted. So is there something I can look for specifically though, like a type of room or like a word on the door or anything?
So,
how's your computer skills?
Not good.
This guy.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to lean on Mr. Nolan here a little bit more, other than the rest of the people. You tuck around that corner. Behind you, you see a door. Okay. So that door would be like the same angle as the door you entered. Does that make sense? So you entered. Look at my camera here. You entered right here. You walked forward and went down into a hallway right here. There's another door right here. And so you entered right here. You came down the hallway, came in. There's a door behind you. There's nothing else in that hallway.
Okay.
That door behind you says security office. And as you tuck around there, you can see that you must have set off some kind of security alarm because the lights start flashing. Not like a red or anything, but like a low drone of white, just like wah, wah, wah.
Okay. Do I hear anything? Any change?
You don't hear anything yet.
Is that door open?
It is not open.
Or okay, so sorry, let me rephrase. If I reach up and touch the handle, does the handle come down? Like, is it unlocked?
Yeah, the handle comes down. It does say security office on the door.
When you say he sees something white, is he seeing that in the security room? Is it a glass door?
The whole hallway is like flashing light, pulsating light, like an alarm's been set off.
Oh.
So maybe it's a silent alarm of some sort that's told someone else. It could be an alarm here too. So there's a lot of doors.
There's a lot of doors. If you want specifics, when you walked in, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 doors on the right, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 doors, counting the one you're right in front of on the left.
Okay. I want to go because if it's a security office, they'll probably have like their camera bank, and that may be able to tell me more than going to each of these doors individually. So I think I want to risk it and go in there.
Okay. So you just grab the handle and pull it open.
So I want to. I'm not standing straight up. I'm crouched really low. I grab the handle and pull it, and just quickly go into the room and just scan it and see if anyone's in there.
Okay. Yeah, you look in the room. You see a guy at a computer, and he hears you open the door. Obviously, he doesn't turn around, and he's like, "Hey, Rita, did you set off that alarm? Did you open the back door there?"
So I quickly walk up behind him, and he's just a dude. He's like did he look like a rent-a-cop?
He's in a business suit. You can immediately see that he is. He's got next to him. He has an AR-15 on the table. He has a pistol strapped on his waist.
Oh yeah, I took the AR-9. Damn it! I guess I just try and hit him in the back of the head with the butt of the gun, really hard.
Okay. So that is a...
Should be unarmed, right? Or no, melee.
It's a melee with the gun. Yes, it's a melee combat with the gun, and he's not going to get anything against that, so.
66 under 71.
For anything other than a pistol.
Say that again, Chad?
From my notes, the gun butt is anything... For anything other than a pistol, it's a 1d8. For pistol, it's 1d4.
So we've got to roll to hit, so what'd you get?
64 under 71.
Okay.
I didn't know if he had it on his thing. I put it on mine explicitly.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit.
Yeah,
so
you're trying to knock him out, right?
Yeah, I don't want to kill the guy. I was debating like putting my gun to his head and saying, just do something, but I can't. If he has a weapon, I can't leave him there. So
hitting him in the back of the head is gonna piss him off. If you want to try to grapple him instead and try to just like hold him until he falls asleep or whatever, you can do that too.
Big is this dude? Because I want to emphasize I'm putting my entire weight with a butt of a gun into an unprotected head.
I understand, but we have to adhere to the rules at least. There's no like I'm gonna knock him out kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Like explicit, like this is how you knock.
This is how you knock somebody out.
Then can I metagame and say I grapple? I want to knock the guy out. I don't know how to approach that in the system.
So you
That's
don't
what
want
I want
you don't
to
want
do.
to kill him, but you want to knock him the fuck out.
I do not want to kill him. I do not want to kill him.
I wish there was I wish there was
I can grapple him
non-lethal. I don't know if any non-lethal is the problem. Hang on. I'm looking here.
I mean,
What about if I rolled like 2 unarmed combats in a row because he's fighting to get out of a hold and I choke him out? What about that? Like one to grab him and then one to hold him. Okay, you know what? If I have to kill him, I will kill him.
But I like that. Let's do.
But
so what you're doing is you're trying to put him on the. You're trying to fucking daze him. So.
No. I want to be clear. I'm trying to make him unconscious, completely unconscious.
All right. Roll me another melee.
On top of the one I already did.
Yeah, he has
54 this time under 71.
Let me check his stats here. 1 second. Okay, go ahead and roll for damage.
That's a 1d8, Chad said.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh my god. I rolled an 8.
Okay. So, normally, just so you know, that would have killed him. But for this, what we're going to say is that you were just trying to knock him out, okay? So we're gonna use non-lethal here. I don't know if I'll do that in the future, but I like the fact we need it somehow. But for now, this is our solution.
I mean, at least for like
yeah.
people. Like, I understand that I can't
Yeah.
knock out some unnatural being.
Yeah.
When we're still
Yeah,
people,
I don't want to. Like, if he had fought me, I would have killed the dude. But I don't want to
Yeah.
cold-blooded murder him.
No,
so.
I think it's perfectly reasonable. You come up to someone in the back of the head and hit them. They take 8 damage, like they're fucking really hurt. And then you kind of like just fucking bash them in the face again. You know, just kind of really put them out.
So if he's knocked out, does he goes unconscious?
He's knocked out for now. Yeah.
Does he have a zip tie or handcuff or anything on him?
Yeah, you check his pockets really quick, and he's got an actual pouch that has the cuffs, literally the zip cuffs on him.
Okay. I clear him of everything he has that's a key or weapon, and I handcuff him. Does he have like a key card on him? Security card?
He's got a badge on him. Or actually, it's keys, like you said. He's got keys on him. He has his pistol, 1911, and a AR-15 on the table.
I don't take his weapons. I take the ammo. I clear the chamber. He has no ammo left. He's handcuffed. I take his keys. And can I scan the bank? Can I see the doors? It's like, because I want to try and tell them what I'm seeing so I can know where to go. Like, does that give me more information?
Yeah, you look up at his laptops, his laptop and a couple screens next to him. It's not all the cameras, but you got the front door there. At the front door, at the front desk. That's what you're asking, right? The camera bank?
What I'm hoping to see is, based on how many cameras are in this place, I've only seen one inside so far. I'm hoping that I can get a better layout and maybe make out text on doors. I know I can't, I may not get cameras inside offices, but at least know what the doors say without having to go up to each one of them.
Yeah, so you're looking...
From what he's seen, can you tell if there's another floor?
Yeah, that too.
Is there a disarm alarm?
Okay.
I was getting to that.
For the future, let's keep it to who's in the action here. That way we don't take away their agency.
So all I'm looking at right now is I'm looking at the doors. I want to see what the doors have on them. That's what I'm doing.
Cool. So you're looking at the cameras, looking at the doors. From what you can tell, there's only 4 cameras at least here that are being monitored. There's 2 outside. Okay. Front door, back door. And then pointed the opposite direction in the hallways. I guess 6 cameras. You have 1 pointed outside in the front. You have 1 pointed in the back. It's just the fucking hallway. Long story short, it's the fucking hallway and the outside the doors.
Okay. Is there an obvious way that I can turn them off? Not knowing the software or anything else, is it obvious? Or no?
It looks like a program that's monitoring them. It doesn't look like you have the accessibility to turn them off from where you are. It's not like a bank of computers there where you are.
Okay, but I do call back quickly to Philip and ask about the alarm. I'm scanning. I tell him what I see. Is there a way that he can tell me what to look for to try and turn that off? Because I'm assuming, even though there's not a klaxon, I'm assuming it's a silent alarm of some sort.
Yeah.
So I want to try to turn it off.
You'd probably know that it's most likely either where you are, after talking to Philip, it's either where you are or at reception, or both, to turn that off.
Can I try to find it here before I leave the room?
Yeah, roll me an alertness.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, yeah, roll me an alertness. Yeah.
All right. 8 under 81.
8 under 81. Yeah, you quickly find it's like not attached to the bottom of the desk, but it's underneath the desk against the wall there, where you can just turn the alarm off right there.
I would like
a little
to do
panel. So you punch it in.
Push boots in.
You punch the big blue button. It turns off.
Okay. So I don't think I would stay here. I don't glean anything from the doors though. Like, no. I don't know where to go.
No. But there's a walkie-talkie or like headset setup that the guy did have on him, if you want that as well.
Like an
earpiece and like a belt, a receiver.
Yeah, sure. I'll take it with me so I can listen to him. I pop it in my ear.
Okay.
And I guess I leave the room. I don't want to waste time. So I come, if that was the only door on this side of the hallway, right?
Zach, if I can right quick before he goes any too much further. So from the front, especially once he told me that he has breached in, and he sees this blinky light.
You can see the light from in the car.
I could see where it was flashing.
Yep, you can see it pulsing. But then
did you say we couldn't see the desk?
You can't see the desk, but you can see the light inside, and it does eventually stop, as you know.
It does stop when he tells me it went off. Okay. Okay. Cool.
At this point, Nolan, you hear on the radio you picked up a female voice. Hey Tate, Tate, did you turn that alarm off? I didn't set it off.
Can I try to make a crackly response where maybe she doesn't realize it's not Tate?
Yeah.
Can I do like the sorry, tunnel, can't hear you?
You might not like it, but roll me a disguise check.
Oh no. Well, this is gonna okay.
Persuade. Is that any better?
22 over 11.
22 over. What's your persuade?
My persuade is actually a 22 because I failed so many times that it's gone.
Never mind. Never mind. Okay.
I don't remember. Does meeting the number? Where do we roll meeting the number?
Meat passes it, but I just want to know what his persuade was. See if it was like really high, then I'd give him some extra bonus, but it wasn't. So
I try to act like Tate.
Yeah, I try to act like Tate. You're still in the security office and you have camera in front of you. So you see a lady security guard kind of stand up. She's also in a just black business suit, same attire as the guy you just knocked out. Kind of stand up from her desk. She doesn't respond. You see her stand up from her desk and she's starting to make her way down the hall. You can see that's her intention. Okay.
I tell them, I radio real quick and say, well, someone's I'm not so good at lying, I guess. And I tell them there's a guard coming down the hallway, and was she far away enough that I knew I could get out of the door?
Oh, easy. Yeah, it's the other end of the building completely. So
if I exit the door and try to scamper, sorry, what?
I think you said it was 200 feet away, right?
At least.
Oh, she was the receptionist?
She was at the reception, which you now know is probably a guard stand.
Okay, all right. I thought that was a male there. Okay, my bad. That helps. So, no, she would see that. I was gonna say run across the hallway to the other side because it's like a T. But
she stepped up from the desk, so unless someone else is monitoring the cameras, no one's gonna see it.
Well, but she would turn around and start walking towards me, and there was an empty hallway.
Yeah.
And she would see someone run across the hallway.
Good point. Yes, this is correct. This is correct. Yeah.
I guess I don't know. There's no other. Right. There's no other doors here, right? There's no other doors I can sneak into on the side of the hallway.
In that hallway, there isn't.
Star Trek style,
Yeah. Directly across from that hallway, you have 2 doors. Other than to the right is the immediate exit. The rest just leads more down the hallway. So
okay, is there a place in this room I can hide? Not a closet, but is there like something in the middle of the room I can hide behind where if she comes in the door she won't see me?
No additional like storage units inside this room. You can hide under the desk. You could hide behind like their locker bank or something.
I want to hide behind the locker bank and just wait for. I train my gun on the door and wait for her to come in the door.
So you're on the side that the door opens on, if that makes sense. So you could just kind of peek around like this and look over where they would open the door. Okay. So right now you're just waiting, looking at the door, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm counting, and I'm counting, and I would like to think that I could roughly know how long it would take her to get to me.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be prepared.
Okay. Yeah. You probably got like 20-30 seconds.
Okay.
If she's coming directly there.
Right.
Okay. So at this point, did you dictate anything to your friends?
Well, like I said, I tell them that there's a guard. I may be compromised. There's a guard coming. I'm gonna try to subdue her, same way I did, and I'm watching the door. I tell them that there's nowhere for me to go. If I try to run across the hallway, she would definitely see me. And what I'm worried about is what I would like to do is maybe incapacitate her as well. But I'm worried that if I try to confront her in the hallway, since we're so far away, she could get away and maybe warn someone else or do something else. So I want her to get as close as possible before I do something. Because, I can at least try to grab her. Or if I have to shoot her, I don't miss, hopefully. So, that's what I'm doing.
You want backup?
What?
Do you want backup?
Get ready. Not yet, but get ready. So you can sprint in if I need you to.
I'll officially put it in park and check that I'm ready to roll.
Okay. You want to get out
You
of the
said the
car?
forest is probably clear 20 foot all the way around.
Yep.
How much of a barrier is at the edge of the parking lot? Is it like just a little bump of asphalt, or
Yep, that's it. There's no barrier. We're just a little, but this grass up into
the
it.
worst case, like if he says like, "Oh fuck," like I could drive around the back, right?
Yeah,
Sounds
there's
like-
plenty of room. Yep. For sure.
Thanks.
So did she get to the door yet? I'm waiting.
Okay, so you're waiting there. She's walking. You hear on the radio. You hear on the radio. The female voice. Ireland. I think something's happened to Tate.
Do I hear a response?
Yeah, you hear copy. And then at that point you see her like hand holding a pistol, like kind of coming into the room.
Okay. And I can't see from where I don't move yet. I can't see from where I am. I can't make out detail on the camera banks. I can't see.
You could see like just the very edge of her kind of coming into the room. Do you know what I mean? Like it'd be on the very edge of the we'll use my camera.
Do
here.
I see Ireland?
Yeah.
What I want to know is do I see a dude running around on the cameras?
You
even a
don't
rough
see
shape?
Ireland. So what you're guessing here is there's majority of this building isn't cameraed. Research facility that must be the case.
Okay. So she opens the door. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting until her body is visible to me.
Okay. She pokes in. Her and you see her kind of poke in like this and look over, and you kind of like meet eyes for a second. What do you do?
So my gun's was trained on the door as much as it can be for the locker. So I just point my gun at her and I say, "Drop your fucking weapon." She gets one chance.
Drop your weapon. I guess I'm gonna have to roll for that, huh? Hey, roll me a persuade.
Can I get a plus 80 because I'm pointing a gun at her?
You can get a plus
or a minus 80.
You can get a plus 40 or
okay.
A minus 40 is in your benefit. A minus 40
Yeah.
is in your benefit.
So with that, it is it's a 41 under 62.
There you go. Look at that. So
I failed miserably again.
She kind of looks over, sees that you're not Tate, and just kind of lets it drop to the ground. Looking at her, you can definitely tell she's not a normal security guard. She is very well dressed. She's fit. It's not just like a normal like Humpty Dumpty security guard they have on this place.
Okay, I ask her where the other guy is. I like motion with my barrel to come inside the room more and like keep her on the other wall and ask her where the guy is.
She just she holds her hand up and she moves over. He's just doing his rounds in the labs. He's doing rounds.
Is there more than one floor? Is it only this floor where the labs?
Yeah, it's just one. It's just one floor. It's just one floor.
Take my
Are the
sock
labs?
off.
What'd you say?
Take my sock off.
Are the labs key carded? No, actually, I rephrased that. I asked her, "Do I need you alive or not?"
Ooh.
Do you need her alive?
That's what I'm saying. Do I need you alive? Completely stone faced.
You can see her just start to kind of grimace. No. And she drops to her knees as she says that.
Cojones.
Yeah, I know. So she's wearing a business suit.
Yep. Think of what like Philip would wear if he was like officially doing his shit, you know, like very business suity, you know, gonna go present what he's done or something.
He was actual FBI.
Mm-hmm.
Probably about this year. Okay. Do you need backup?
I tell him to. So I still can't see the Ireland guy on the cameras yet.
No.
I guess As I see, yeah, as long as Remy's comfortable looking at watching after David, I tell him to go ahead and come in the front and just, I've got someone else, and that there's one other guy unaccounted for, at least one other guard unaccounted for, and And as I'm saying that, I swing the AR-9 down and get my pistol out and walk up and just put my hand on her and roughly pick her up, put the gun on the back of her neck, and start guiding her out of the room and ask her to take me to the labs.
Okay. All right. So she starts to walk out. You start to walk down the hallway. The rest of you.
So hearing that, I would turn around and say, "Okay, David, do you want to be handcuffed to yourself? Or Remy, do you want him handcuffed, or do you want him handcuffed to you?"
I could handle him. Handcuffed.
I'm okay.
Yeah, no.
Buddy, I don't want any of us to have to kill you.
You've already said that you're craving it. We don't know if there's anything worse at this point, so you haven't told us.
Is your gun on you, David?
No, you took it away from him, remember?
Yeah.
I'm just making sure you didn't get it back. You have your hardware? It'd be hard to miss in here, don't worry. And then I handcuff him, make sure I've got zip ties in the pocket, and take off.
Is it actual handcuffs or is it the actual zip? Is it handcuffs or zip cuffs?
I gave you guys the real handcuffs.
Yeah.
And I put the key in your pocket of your, free hand. Yours.
Mine. Yeah.
So help me God, I will hunt you down if you hurt her.
Talking to who?
I say that to David, and then I run.
Okay. So David handcuffed to Remy. You run to the door. You guys are trailing behind. Open up the door.
I would grab my scar.
Cool. Grab a scar. Open up the door. Reception.
I messaged him, put a face mask on, stupid.
Do what?
I messaged you to put a face mask on, stupid.
Oh,
At least hide some of your face.
Say it, but I would have. I've probably got it hanging around my fucking neck.
Remy, do you still have a fucking hazmat suit on, Remy?
I don't have
Sleeping in a hazmat.
Yeah. I definitely have a mask on.
Okay. All right. What time are we ending today? 11 or 11:30?
11:30.
Okay. Excellent.
Now I can't get prepared for what I wanted to do.
Well, sometimes things just happen, None of us are able to do what we want to do.
They take my phone away.
We had taken your phone away earlier.
Well, yeah, you still have my phone, but I wanted my fun.
FUN fun.
I was gonna get the little lady and get her set up in the car just in case.
The little lady.
Yep,
my
little
God.
lady.
You mean the law, right? When you guys say
Yes.
little lady,
Yeah,
you mean the
that's
law.
what it means.
Because the ladies bring down the law. All right.
She's gonna be trained on the building just in case.
Okay. So all three of you.
Are we going to the lab yet?
Yeah. So all three of you come through the front door. You guys are about 1/4 through the front of the hallway, and he is like 1/4 from the back. If that makes sense. What?
Time out.
David and
Remy are staying behind. Oh, I didn't know that you guys were staying behind. Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So Philip.
And he said, "Come in the front." I'm gonna tell him I'm coming in the back because you've already got the door open.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever you want to do, man.
I don't want to meet this guy halfway down the hall.
Yeah.
And this way I'm close to you.
Okay.
Okay.
So I've let him know where we're going. I'm pushing this lady roughly and following where she's taking me, like watching out on the doors to make sure this dude hopefully doesn't pop out of one of them.
Cool. Yeah. You go through the there's so you remember those two doors that I told you about right across from the security office on the right side.
Yep.
You pass those two. It's the next set of double doors there. She gestures yours like this is the lab. This is the way to the lab. And right now, you look down the hallway and you see an identical set that's about the equal distance from the front all the way down the hallway. So what it looks like to you is that there's two ways into this lab with a bunch of shit in the middle. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
I ask her. I clarify it. I point that out since I noticed it. I'm saying, are these different sections of the lab? Let's go to the same place. Are you trying to fuck me?
This is just the same place, front and back. There's different entrances.
Is it locked?
No.
Okay. You first, and I push her into the door.
You guys, you go through the door, and you can tell immediately that this is like some kind of airlock or not like a. I don't want to say airlock, but it's the same thing. I guess it is an airlock. Either way, it's for
like a decontamination room?
Decontamination, sanitation kind of thing.
Okay. I wait at this point then since Philip's running and we're at the back anyways. I just wait for him because I can still look behind me and see where he's gonna come through.
Okay.
So I'm
I would have just
waiting
given
there.
him like out of the car, on the side, at the back,
cool.
whatever. As
So you're coming in the back, you're going all around, you wait, 30 seconds. David comes around in, lightly breathing, passes the 2 first doors on the right, and comes through the open door that you have there for the sanitation.
Okay. I ask her again, where's your friend?
I don't know exactly. I don't know.
You better you need to think really hard. If he surprises us, he's dead. If you want him to live, we need to know where he is.
He's probably in there somewhere.
In the lab or back in the hallway?
In the lab.
Okay. So is there?
Let me know when I get there.
Do what?
Oh, sure. Let me know when I get there.
You're there.
Zach.
Oh, you're there. You're there with me now.
Okay. Look, lady. We don't want to hurt anybody. We need information. You call your friend. You still wearing your piece?
Yeah.
Call him off. He's right. He surprises us. It's game over. Okay? We know what we're doing. We need information, and we're not messing around.
Roll me persuasion.
God damn it.
You have inspiration, right? You took notes. You can reroll.
51 over 50.
Let's see what he does.
Nope.
Nope.
51 over 50 is better. That was a 60. Wait. Oh, shit.
66?
Well, no, it was 69.
Oh, okay, you're fine.
But
Hey, Lamau.
Hey. Wait,
well,
you
wait,
rolled a
was
69? 69
Is
is
that
the
what you
best result.
Yeah.
86 is the worst.
That's, yeah. So, yeah, never mind.
Yeah. 69 is the best. Cool. So you hear her, fuck, I forgot his name. I guess that's not
Ireland.
that him. Ireland, yeah. Thank you.
Ireland is what you said.
Because I had to switch my notes here.
Ireland, Tate, and Rita?
Yep, that's it. Yep. Ireland, we're coming. Don't shoot. They have me. They have me hostage. I don't know who. Coming through the south. No, east. We're coming through the east lab entrance. Don't shoot, okay?
Thank you. It's Rita, right? He said.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll be out of here soon.
Is
Promise.
Tate gonna be okay?
He's not dead.
He looked really bad.
He's gonna have a headache. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he's not gonna feel too good. It's all right. So I push her through. I'm assuming there's no key card still. These are just doors.
No, you
So I'm
have
just shoving her.
You're moving her through, and she's like, it's not gonna open. You have to hit the button. And there's like obviously like a button over there on the right side where you just have to hit to go through the sequence to open the doors in front of you.
So now that I'm
Okay.
standing here, when you say airlock, like, are we talking actual airtight airlock or just
Yep.
a double set of doors?
Airlock.
What's in this lab, lady?
What'd you say?
What's in this lab, lady?
I don't know. They just pay me to make sure people like you don't break in, but you know,
Well, you fucking suck at your job.
here
So
we are.
Look, are we talking chemical warfare? What are we talking here?
I have
Medicine?
no fucking idea, okay?
You don't hear anything from all the squints walking around this place, ever.
That's literally what they pay me for.
All right.
Yeah, hit the button.
Shh. You guys get steamed and covered in some kind of liquid, and then dried for a little bit. Smells like some kind of antiseptic, for the most part. And then,
While it's running, I'm gonna ask her, Xylon, your boss? Just another guy.
no, he just works the night shift with us.
Okay.
Well, actually, one thing I meant to ask her, I'll ask her now since we're waiting to. Did that alarm that I shut off, did that call out, or is that just for you guys?
No, that's just for us. Sometimes we mess up. We get a chance to go turn it off for it. Alerts out.
Okay, so when I turned it off and you thought it was Tate, it did not call anyone out.
No.
Okay, I mean, I just as soon as the disinfectant's done, I guess the door opens.
Yep, door opens.
I'm scanning. I still have my gun like making an imprint in her neck at this point, and just go through and start scanning to see, do we see the Ireland guy? Is it a big lab, little lab?
Yeah, so immediately in front of you, you see, like, the doors open up. It's a small little room right here, like a little foyer in front of you. And then beyond that, immediate, like 10 or 15 feet, you see it opens wide up, and that's pretty much the rest of the building there besides the hallway that you were worried about, that you were in previously. Immediately you see what you could assume to be two doors to like storerooms, and then you see equipment on both sides. It just kind of opens up. So you have like a small bank of rooms here, and then opens up into just open wide.
Do we hear sounds? Are there like whirring and like sciencey sounds?
No,
or is everything super quiet?
No sciencey sounds, but you do hear footsteps coming down towards where you are. You can assume it's Ireland.
Okay, I asked.
How do you walk in with your
motion
hands
at
up?
Philip. Yep, yeah, I yelled the same thing.
I got my gun ready to go.
You hear down the hallway, Who are you?
Someone who doesn't want to have to kill you.
And I press into her harder and say, get him to come out here.
We've not hurt your friends, and we don't want to hurt you.
Sounds like an old man.
Who
are you?
Did they take your prune juice? Oh, he comes around the corner. His hands not all the way up in the air, but he's doing this. He doesn't.
Obviously not holding a weapon at this
Yeah,
point.
he's not holding a weapon. His hands are up, below his shoulders, but they're still up. A middle-aged man.
I mean, like, does he look like a fat rent-a-cop guy? Does he look like an old dude? Does he look like a former service member? What are we talking? Anything
No, he is actually he's not even middle-aged. He is like Mexican-American male. Sorry, he's like 30 something.
Okay.
I ask Philip to go secure him. Tell him to get. I yell at the guy to get on his knees.
Oh yeah.
Is there anyone else here?
And he kind of gets on his knees. His gun's still holstered, and he does have a AR-15 strapped around his back.
Okay.
Put him on the ground. He just kind of slowly inches forward on his knees, and you ask, "Is there anybody else here?" And he's like, "No, not that I know.
The three of you.
That's it."
All right. Look, you each have a pair of cuffs.
Yeah, they have plenty.
Nolan, I'm thinking one hand to the other person's hand, one hand to the other person's hand, tie them together.
Yep. Let's make them face each other. That's my favorite.
Yep. That was my thought.
Okay.
Face one another, each hand to each hand of
So
the other person.
the two of them, or do you go all the way back out and go to the other third person and link them up?
No, hey, I don't want to leave the lab yet because we have to disinfect and waste
Gotcha.
time. Because I'm assuming it's only been a few minutes. He's still knocked out, and I handcuffed him anyways.
Yeah.
Like he has no weapons. He's laying on the ground handcuffed. So
He has no ammo. He's handcuffed and he doesn't have a key.
no ammo. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm putting them together.
While he's doing that, I tell David and Remy what we see and ask if it means anything to them. I try to describe it the best that I can. Like, do we think that is there something in here we could maybe look at for an antidote? Like, what do I need to look at? Do they want to come inside?
So first, you guys strap them up together, and where are you placing them? Just right there by the door where you came in at the little foyer?
God, don't get up.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do the same thing as him. We're taking the magazines, whatever, clear chamber.
All right. Let me scroll. To find what is in here.
College science lab. End of story.
Well, so there's a lab, but there's actual like fucking description that's hard for me to find, so I'm trying to find it.
This is actually a lab that makes Pepto-Bismol.
It's all fucking Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah, that's all this is.
Fuck, I'm having such a hard time. Hang on. Give me a moment.
All good. Can you think while you're searching?
No.
All good.
Okay. Now what do you want to ask?
I want to try to describe it to Remy and David. Oh, sorry.
Well, so he's while he's like looking and describing. I mean, I went to college. I had chemistry classes, like, nothing super advanced or whatever, but I would have had like a basic chemistry class. Like, does anything in this place look out of the ordinary, weird, unnatural, or does it just look like a fucking lab?
Roll whatever your science is, whatever your best science is. Looking.
I don't have any science technically.
Then no, you're not.
I have computer science, but not.
No, it all looks magic to you. It's all
looks magic.
It all looks magic.
I was not like, I just like, does it just look like rows of microscopes, or is there like a fucking chunk of rock over here that's glowing? Like that's what I'm getting at.
Not yeah. You guys are just right there in the main hallway. To the best of your knowledge, you're describing to Remy here. You see, like, to your left, you would assume that's like the main lab, okay? You see lines of like a dozen transparent box-like containers. You can't tell what's in them, but it does encapsulate the middle of what you would call this building of the side here, okay? Some kind of containment.
Is it the kind where you put your hands through in gloves and you like fuck with stuff?
Yes, and also like each one is like different. Has different like inside looks different, like different colors. There's different like steam and different kind of things inside of each one. The best guess is like a different environment of some sort.
All right, Dylan. We're relatively certain they're not lying. Actually, fuck that. Do I get a feeling that anyone's lying to us right now?
Roll a human. Nice. Remy and David, do you plan on coming in soon?
Damn it.
I was going to ask them to come in, actually, because I don't think describing it's going to do a good job. So I was going to ask if they felt like coming.
That's what I was about to ask, is if I felt like they were lying to me or not, which I have no fucking idea, apparently, because it's 97 over 81.
Yeah, you're pretty sure they're telling the truth under duress.
So I asked that anyways. I asked to Remy. I tried to describe it, but I'm getting frustrated because I'm just like, there's like boxes with holes in them and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Boxes with thingies and other thingies.
Right. I'm like, can you guys come in and look at this? I'm pretty sure we got everybody, and you may know what this is.
Do you want me to go get them?
Okay.
Yeah. I think I can cover these two guys. You can go out through the airlock and meet them.
All right, I'll go through the same process. I'm gonna, as soon as I get to the airlock, I'm gonna look out that door. Do I see anything out of the ordinary?
Nope. But that guy's not gonna stay knocked out forever. This is real life. This isn't game life.
I know. That's where I'm headed next. So Are we talking like 3 seconds or 30 seconds? How long is this airlock process taking?
Probably about 30.
Okay. Well, once I get done with that, I'm still armed and ready. I'm checking the sides. Do I see anyone, anything?
Nope.
All right. I'm going across the hall. I should have a good idea where that security was from what he said.
Yeah, you can see it. I mean, you passed it on the way into the airlock there, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna step in there. Is dude still knocked out?
You can see that he's knocked out, but he's kind of like twitching a little bit. He's probably gonna come to soon. He's very, very hurt.
Okay. Like if I move him, he's going to die looking hurt. Or
if moving him will not kill him.
Okay.
You hear me in your throat, Mike. I'm like, his head felt really soft when I hit him. That dude did not drink very much milk.
Yes. He was
you said he's wearing a suit?
Yes.
I'm gonna gag him with his tie.
Oh man, that's why you don't wear ties. Rogan.
I was like, I'll take my tie off. He's in a suit. I'm gonna gag him with his own tie. I'm gonna pick him up. I'm gonna go over to the as I'm doing this, how sophisticated, at a glance, how sophisticated does this camera system and security room look to a, security-minded, computer science, infosec person?
It looks like the bare minimum to cover entry and exits in the main hallway. Other than that, there's nothing being recorded. It's okay. You would assume that there's...
Usually when there's pan, tilt, zoom, PTZ controls, there's like a little, arrows button somewhere. Do I see anything like that at a glance?
To like toggle through?
So a PTZ camera is one that can pan, tilt, and zoom.
Oh yeah, these are not. Nope. Fixated.
Okay. I'm not gonna worry about it much then. I'm gonna pick him up. I'm gonna drag him over. I'm gonna hit the button and unlock the airlock and chuck him in and close the door.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, so you chuck him in, close the door. He is zip tied, so.
He's got his own handcuffs on him at the very least.
Yep.
I'm assuming he put his hands behind him, right? That's the standard.
Of course.
So it would be moderately difficult for him to do something, I think. So I'm gonna run at this point. Fuck it. I'm running to the front door, checking, as I go.
Okay, so let me pause you here. Since you're finally going through the whole building, immediately I'm gonna just give you a quick rundown. Immediately to your left, you see some bathrooms, you see some break area, and you're running down the hallway. Okay, you see a conference room on your left, you see what looks to be like a medical examination room on your left, you see a bunch of offices on your left until the exit. Okay, on your right, looks more like electrical janitor closet, and then you see the other lab entrance. Okay. And that's pretty much it, and you're out.
Okay.
So you have.
So I'm going to the front door. Is it locked or unlocked?
Unlocked.
Unlocked. I'm going out. I'm gonna bring the car forward, back it to the front door, and grab my sciencey bros and head back.
What do you say to them?
Can I be uncuffed now?
One to get the other guy. Do what?
Can I be uncuffed now?
Let's get inside. I've got a half unconscious guy that I need to take care of. We'll get you in a minute. So I head down.
Sure.
Back. Buddy, I will. Head down to the airlock. Is he awake?
So are all three of you going?
So,
Yeah. Every single one of you roll me an alertness check as you pass the front desk there.
By the way, I am pulling a hoodie over my head, putting goggles on, and a mask on.
Okay, cool.
What have you got to hide, Kami?
Everything, bitch.
What have you got to hide?
I'm just throwing alertness.
Alertness, yes. Everybody but the one that's really good at it.
Right, exactly.
51, 26 under 51.
All right.
Aww,
did you do it?
24 over 22.
Oh man, you were so close.
We've had so many
32 over 30.
5
Oh my
overlords.
god, seriously? 32 over 30?
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's funny.
Fuck, dude.
Damn. Well,
If I had
Oh wait,
rolled
no,
that
32 over
9,
23.
I
I
was
got the wrong
51
stat.
over 50
oh,
on the other.
so we did
So I was like, you
pass.
gotta be kidding me.
We did get a pass here. So what I'm going to do, you find a fucking, oh my god, I literally lost like a personnel sheet of like who works there. Does that make sense? Sitting at the front, like he's got their names listed, like their position, and just a quick brief notes about them. So like I guess it's for if someone else comes as security, they can quickly identify who's who, and if they can corroborate that as people walking in to check in. So I'm going to give this to you guys as your handouts because it'll make it fucking easier for me from here on out. There we go.
Okay. Do I see McCaslin
You
at a
do.
glance?
You do.
Sure is. White
Do I
male,
see
age
that
34.
anybody else has checked in?
No.
Okay.
There wasn't like a there wasn't they were not keeping tabs of that. That
Oh,
makes
he wasn't
sense.
assigned.
Yeah, it wasn't a sign in. It was just like a like who does work here and if it matches who they say they are as they come in.
Gotcha. All right. Well,
Uh-oh.
for now, take them back and see what's up. See how our buddy Tate's doing.
Okay. You go through the airlock. You see him standing up.
Oh shit.
You see him standing up in the airlock, just with his back against it. What are you
I
gonna do?
radio in to David and I'm like, hey, bring his friends to the door. This guy's awake in the airlock. I would have told you that I put in there. Landslide shut down Bachman Tunnel in East Ridge. Storms cause flooding issues. Yikes.
Shit.
So what'd they do? I was worried about that tonight. What happened?
I had all sorts of Google news stories pop up because my phone was plugged in, and the top one was East Ridge landslide closes tunnel.
That sucks.
At least I'm not in the Stridge. Sorry. Yeah. So I'm asking him to bring him over to the door, and I don't know. I'll knock on the door if he's leaning against it. Does it open in or out?
The door opens out.
So I could open it. Is he like actually leaned on it, or is he?
He's
just
not on the door.
standing
He's
there?
just on the wall. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is he by the button? Is that where he's standing?
Yeah, but he's doesn't look like he has any intent to hit it. He just asks who you are when you guys walk in.
And I'm assuming you're wearing a mask as well, right?
Oh yeah.
So all our faces are relatively covered. Look, buddy, you're gonna be all right. Your friends are okay. We're going in the lab, all right?
I mean, what am I gonna do about it now?
Hopefully nothing. I'm just trying to tell you I don't want to hurt you.
Where are my friends?
Your friends are right in here. You'll see them in 30 seconds. As soon as the airlock's done.
Okay, hit the button. Wait 30 seconds. Doors open. He's like, Ireland! Ireland!
They're probably like 20 foot in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just on the floor. I'm just standing over them, just like picking my
I
nose.
grab his arm and I lead him over to him.
Okay.
Let me help him sit down.
Pop him in there.
All right.
You see what could be like a storage closet right as you exit the airlock there to your left. Looks like a storage closet if you want to deposit them and like close them in there. But it's up to you guys.
Open the storage closet. Do I see anything of note?
Cleaning supplies.
All right. Does it have a lock on the inside?
No, but you could you could grab a lab chair or desk right there in the foyer, or like a big ass pot that has like a ficus in it, and just kind of like press it up against, so you know if they try to get out, at least with noise.
Oh, he was technically gagged. I guess I ungagged him to talk to him. Sorry, that probably didn't taste good, but we can't risk any mistakes at this point. All right, look, we're gonna take a look around here, and then we're gonna get out of your hair. But I need you all to go in here, okay?
All right. And you hear them all. They're just like, okay, whatever. Just kind of going with the flow right now.
I quickly check him over. Like, he's injured, but he's not in need of immediate care, right?
Like he's not gonna die on his own, no. but he's fucked up.
He's
Like-
he's probably got a concussion, but he's not
Yeah.
like bleeding profusely. Like he's not gonna die. in the
His
morning
bleeding
if
has
we leave him
stopped.
there.
His bleeding has stopped. Like where you picked him off the floor, there was definitely blood. But his bleeding has stopped. If you punch him, he'll die.
So I don't care what he's doing at all. So I show David and Remy the lab. I'm kind of pointing at it because I'm like, fuck this
I'm
idiot.
just
I
making
don't
sure
care.
that if I leave them in this room, he's not gonna die overnight.
Yeah, that's not that's not what you think. Damn it, you keep making me scroll up and down. Labs.
So I'm really excited. I'm pointing. I'm like, see, those are the glove thingies I was telling you about. There's lots of glove thingies.
Yes.
Some of them are bigger.
So, Remy and David, immediately you look to the right, to the left. You see in front of you what are some kind of like storerooms or something. To the right is some kind of chem lab. To your left, so it looks to be like some kind of radiology and incubator in the center lab. That's immediately what you know. Like just from your general knowledge, you can tell that just by looking. The centerpiece is still those transparent box-like containers.
I'm guessing that's what's of interest.
I don't know. The incubators have piqued my interest.
Which one of you wants to look at the incubators, and which one wants you to look at these?
Either or, doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
Okay. Let's. So can we go in the door? I mean, they're
It's
leading the
wide
show
open.
at this point.
Yeah, it's wide
Yeah,
open.
I mean,
There's no doors.
So
yeah.
I go where they want to go. My job's done.
David, do you or not David? Nolan, should we have somebody posted outside in case anybody gets here?
So did you guys tell me about the personnel sheet you found?
Oh, no, but I'll tell you. I found this. Do you think we should put somebody out front? I'll stay with these two.
So I
Or
look
you
at
can
it
go-
and then I point out that there are 4 people on night shift, not 3, according to the log. And
Damn it! I thought you said there wasn't anybody else in there. Okay.
so we're missing. So I read out the names: Bob Durfee, Eduardo Island, Oscar Tate, and Retta Thomas. So Bob Durfee's unaccounted for, based on how they've named themselves.
Damn it, Zach.
So
This is what I
I
do
can
for trusting you and not opening the handout.
I can go try to find him, or you can. One of us should go try to find him. The other one should stay here and just hang out. So it doesn't matter to me. But Remy and David can look over stuff. One of us can stay with them. The other one goes and try and find this guy.
God damn you. All right, I'm going back to them. You go out, stay on comms, check in every 30 seconds. I'm looking for them.
Okay, so do you ask them anything? Or you
Yeah,
just-
go open the door. Where the fuck is Bob?
He's not here today.
I really don't want to kill him or you. Where the fuck is Bob?
He's not here.
Do I believe him?
Wait, how far away is this closet?
Literally right next to you.
I hear this, I walk up, and I just punch whoever's closest to me, I break their nose.
Do you punch the guy that you hit first?
Well, actually, I guess since I've already hit him, I'll punch the other dude.
5.
Okay. You punched the other guy. Okay. So I'll just quickly do this.
I can roll if you want me to. I'm not trying to like
All right.
Judy chop him. I just punch him in the nose.
Yeah, his nose breaks under your fist and starts to bleed. And Philip is like, "Where are they?" You know, and he's like, "There's nobody. He's not here. He's just not here today. He's not here. It's just us."
On my 5.
Yeah,
What do
on
I
your-
get?
Yeah, he's been fucked up and he's telling the truth.
I just kind of shrug and walk back to Remy and David.
Did he call in?
Do what?
Did he call in?
Yeah, but he wasn't like sick or anything. It was on the schedule. He wanted it off or something. Okay.
He wasn't sick?
No, he scheduled it way in advance.
All right. And now that I have it up, Brent McCaslin, PhD, researcher. Okay. How long's it been since you saw McCaslin?
I couldn't tell you. I hadn't seen him. Nights is seldom.
Days, weeks.
Like I said, I don't really see many people night shift at all.
Either of you?
No, they're both just kind of shaking their head no. And one guy tries to shake his head no, and he's just like lolling it around. Yeah.
Right.
Close the door after you
Single-handedly erase that guy's community college education.
No, my Mario 64 scores.
We've got 4 PhDs,
Oh,
an
God.
MD, office manager, IT, janitor, chief of security, and then a shitload of security guards. None of these names stand out for any reason, right?
McCaslin is the only one that pops out to you, all of you, going over this list if you're going over it right now. Meanwhile, Remy, what are you doing?
I'm still handcuffed to David.
Oh, David and Remy, what are you guys doing as a collective couple?
I'm basically following her around
All right.
as a sulky child, swinging my arm back and forth.
I was
Cool.
gonna say we just got in there like
Science fair! Dun,
Yay.
dun, dun.
I get back over there and I'm like, oh, right. And I lock him to me.
Okay, Remy, what are you doing now?
I told you I'd let you go.
So these boxes.
Correct. These boxes are in front of you. You gonna go up to them and investigate them first? That's the first thing that kind of stands out. You want to go see what they're all about?
Yeah.
Yeah. You go up to these boxes. Is anybody going with her? Just her?
I'll follow her just to learn. I don't know.
Cool.
Kind of
Yeah. Yeah. So you go up to these boxes, and you see just
How
maybe
big
like
is this place? Like really, really big?
no, not too big. Maybe like 50 by just like 70 room or something like that right here.
It's a good way to split up. I'll just take David over there with him.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
if it's not that big.
Yeah, so you're all over there. It's like a half dozen, and then another half dozen, like line of boxes there in the middle. They are plexiglass or some other kind of material. Looking in, you see a familiar, like you're up to the glass. You see what looks to be what you saw in the fucking toilet. Okay, it's that like mass, that fungal mass that you saw that guy throw up. Inside each one of these, you see like a little switch next to the box there. And each one looks a little different inside the box. It looks like they have them under different kinds of environments, if that makes sense. And each sample, as you're walking down the line, looks a little different in various forms. So going from like withered and anemic, like shriveled up, to like robust and expansive and almost bursting out of the box. Okay. You can go up. Yeah, so going down through, and it looks like almost they have them arranged in that order at this point, maybe after some testing or something, to like the weakest to the strongest, like going through the lines there. And as you get to like the strongest one, you see it kind of go wow and glow with like a yellow-green light from inside there.
Like there's a point emanating it, or all of the fungus is glowing uniformly.
All of it glows uniformly, and everybody roll me a sand check.
Also, I want to say while we're
I don't
doing
want
this,
to.
I'll still roll
Yeah.
the sand check, but since I see all of the like the glove things where like you can like experiment with shit,
Yeah.
I turned to Philip and I'm like, I really think if we want to make sure we don't miss anything, we should uncuff David. I'll keep an eye on him. I'm not gonna let him do anything. But
having seen this before I do anything, I'm like, Yeah, that's great. Listen, you two, they've got this shit. If there's an antidote, where in the fuck would it be?
Lab. Or locked away.
Is there like a refrigerated section or
So,
anything? Did you mention
68
that?
under 68 under 75.
Let's do sand checks first. We're not going to sidetrack this.
Oh, right.
60,
Sorry.
64 under 76.
Okay.
God damn it. 87 over whatever.
I made it by 1.
Yeah. Excellent. All right, and everybody else passed, right? I heard. Did I hear yours, Mike?
Yeah, 68 under 7 or
right.
60. Hold on, sorry. 67 under 75.
Cool,
Yeah,
cool,
67 under 75.
Excellent. And Philip, you only take 1 sand damage. That's unnatural there. Okay.
I'll just
And this resembles what was under the lake, correct?
Looking at it, it resembles it, but it looks like your scientific knowledge, if you were to put something together, it either looks like a I don't know what is I know the word precursor, but what is the opposite of precursor? Something that derives from something else.
Post cursor.
I know, right? It
Nolan
doesn't.
smiles at the group.
it looks like a derivative of.
Yeah, it doesn't look exactly like it, but you can put enough of it together to where you're like, yeah, this is very similar.
Like an analog?
Yeah, one of them caused the other, or one of them
And you're
is of the
asking-
other.
Sorry, did he ask with respect to what we saw in the room or
In the
to the
pit. The room versus the pit. Right?
I meant the stuff we saw at his house.
No,
versus,
that's not what he
no,
asked.
David
No,
was
what was in
asking
the what was in the lake?
Yeah.
the
the
lake in this.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Before I lost my
Um,
batteries.
Yeah.
Right.
What?
So before I lost my batteries.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of good at this point.
It's for the
I'll
best.
see if the agency can get you another one. Okay.
It's for the best.
Um.
I'm sure Mr. Happy will replace it for you. It's fine.
If he's alive.
Yeah. Sure he
okay.
is. He's
So,
cross-country.
redirecting. They have this shit. Do we see anything that looks like an antidote? Is there a refrigerated section? You said there was a radioactive area. There was incubators. There was these containers.
Yeah, you can ask them, but I'd really like to let them lead this part since this is their expertise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Sorry. Yeah, absolutely.
I would like to make the case before we go to uncuff David again, though, so he's can move freely.
Right. I do.
Can you go and check the head MD's research on his computer in his office?
Absolutely.
And no,
Great
let
idea.
keep an eye on me.
And by
Yeah,
that,
I'll stay with David.
by that, do you mean Laura Gent?
Jay Wynn, DMD.
Okay, the staff physician.
Well, sorry. Did you say head doctor or head researcher?
Head researcher.
Then
Get
Laura
it first.
again. Yeah.
Cool.
Actually, what kind of equipment are we talking? Like, do they have like laptops? What's there?
I don't know. I
Out-
haven't been in the offices.
Yeah, we haven't been in the offices yet.
Oh, it's not. There's no stations in here.
Nope, the offices are where you passed. Remember out in the hallway? I told you they're on the left of the other side of the hallway.
Just making sure. I didn't
Yeah.
know what was in this area. I didn't know if they
Yeah.
had machines out here.
So
No
if
tech.
while they're looking here, if you want to go try and find that office like David asked, I'll stay with them and make sure those guys don't somehow get out or David doesn't try to eat a microscope. And
Good idea.
Okay. So who's in the lab here right now? What do you guys want to do before we go? Who's going through the offices?
First thing I do
I'm
is stretch.
So it's just the three of them exploring.
Okay, so we'll get
Stretch
to you
arms
after.
up. Like, oh,
I know.
that's great. Nah, it's not having handcuffs.
Stretch. Okay.
And you said one of the boxes looked the fungus was deteriorating.
Yeah. The first one looks like it's deteriorating and withered.
Is there any notes or anything around the box?
Yeah. You can find some notes. You find like a desk on one of the sides that kind of like they go off in numbers through them, and it talks about like the first sample. First sample, normal atmosphere, like no, whatever what you would call like no food or anything like that, you know.
Does it give the other examples as well?
Yeah, it goes through. It basically goes talking about each one separated from like their needed nutrients to like given the like most max amount of nutrients, and the nutrients being heavy metals. The first one looks like it's on it's does not looking very hot. Like you can tell that what it is, it matches up, but it looks like any moment it's you would think it wouldn't be a fungus anymore.
Is there any freezers in the room?
Not that you can see. No.
Microscopes?
There would be, yeah, totally microscopes if you wanted to use some.
I want to go see if there are any samples over there. If slides already made.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's a couple samples over there. What are you looking for specifically so I can give you what you want?
To see if they actually match what the fungus it was in the body.
Okay. Yes, it absolutely matches. You are looking at a direct descendant or a precursor to what you're seeing in these human hosts.
So more than likely he got infected, broke quarantine, and then started spreading everywhere.
Yeah, and you see some notes there as you're going through the slides. Someone had scribbled, it looks like probably Dr. Gent, one of her notebooks. She scribbled something about the medicinal value of these. She puts quote unquote fungus, like a dependent organism that seems to grow in a symbiotic relationship with its host, synthesizing macrolide and like molecules. It seems to have impressive cancer-killing and anti-inflammatory, anti-aging qualities that attack harmful bacteria. She goes on to list a few more, talking about how the samples quickly extinguished antibiotic strains of like MRSA and stuff, which anthrax, strep. She goes on to list some more and also identified that the product is how she puts it, as a possible weapon against antibiotic resistant pathogens, which are expected to, in the future we always get things like that are resistant to pathogens. So it seems like in this note, in this research manual that she has, she's looking at it at a more medicine or a cure for things at this point that you see.
It's resistant to pathogens?
Yep. A weapon against antibiotic resistant pathogens. So things, pathogens that you normally couldn't take care of, this would take care of it. Yeah.
I thought you said it was resistant to pathogens, and I was like, what?
No.
Okay. Sorry.
This is what's in the COVID vaccine.
Bum bum bum. So does he say this out loud? Like, is he like talking to me and Remy, or is he just talking
You
internally?
hear me mumbling, going, "Damn, she's stupid. She has no idea what these could cause."
I want to know. I mean, I asked him, did you find an antidote? Like, is this a weapon? Like, what are these idiots doing?
Yeah, like what'd you find?
From what I can tell, they've basically found something and they were doing testing to see what it would do. And this lady seems to think it'd be good for medical purposes.
I'm guessing by your lack of confidence in your tone that she really fucked up, and that's why we're here. That's why we're in this situation.
My guess is he got infected and then broke quarantine.
Huh.
I don't know if he would be a voluntary test subject. It'd be stupid of him if he was.
does she mention where we can find and like is this making sense to you guys? Like, is there? Because we've been here, I don't know, it doesn't really matter, but we've probably been here almost an hour at this point, 30 to 45 minutes at least.
Yeah, at least.
So,
Yeah.
not rushing you because we need to take our time, but we also need to be cognizant of we can't stay here all night into the morning. Do you know like where we should go next?
What I can find on the computer would be a good place, but I'm looking for places, any of the notes for where they found something that had an adverse effect on it.
Yeah, you might have to look in her office at this
Yeah.
point. That you went through those notes where you had them right there outside.
Yeah, I think I heard the offices would be the next place because they just talk about what she thinks of her preliminary findings.
So unfortunately, it's 11:30, so I have to bounce. But I'll make the same offer if you guys want to do a little more and just do the office. Zach, you can control Noland.
Wait 2 minutes, and
Okay.
while Philip goes to the office.
Okay, I didn't know how long it was going to be. I didn't want to get us involved in something and bail in the middle. I didn't know if we were at a clean break. Oh wait.
All right. Philip, you're on your way to the office, right?
Looking at before you leave the lab? Is
Say again?
there anything she's looking at before you leave the lab? I mean, you were talking about like the incubators and stuff.
No, that was all. That was all of it right there at the center there.
Oh, those were the incubators.
Correct.
I thought they were.
Just to give us a leaving off point, you go up to the. We can cycle back around, but you go up to the office. The door.
I was gonna get. You said that Tate had a laptop in that little room, right?
Okay, so if you're not going to the office, we'll end.
I'm grabbing his. If he had a, I think you said he had a laptop in that room. I was just gonna
Mhm.
take the laptop with me.
Okay, yeah, you grab the laptop, take it with you, unplug it. Go into Laura's office. You can see the names of the other researchers on the way on the doors as you're going past. Laura's is there at the end. As you get to it, you can see the doors cracked open. You kind of like push it open, and you see.
I listened for a second first. Do I hear anything?
You don't hear anything. No.
I'm pistol out at the very least.
Cool. Take a pistol and just kind of like push open the door a little bit, and you see just like a normal office in there, bank of like a desk and a computer, and a chair in there, and you see a looks to be like a white female, the back of her head sitting there at the chair, and as you enter, she kind of like turns the chair a little bit and looks at you and just smiles. Hi. And that's where we'll end.
Double tap, double tap, double tap.
It's Mr. Happy's sister.
The sister.
Oh no, run away.
Okay, that was worth it. That was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I don't know if I can take any more sanity loss. Come on now.
Well, good thing you're not up there.